On this episode of the Team Podcast, our favorite time of the year has started. It's officially NFL season, so here we are with our official NFL preview. We're also welcoming our new friends at Parkdale Radio, our syndication partner, and we hope you guys enjoy the show. Tune in. Oh, also, Nash is back, so it's better than ever. This is the Team Podcast. Sports, lifestyle, music, movies, and everything else you like talking about. Tune in.
Welcome to the Team Podcast. My name is Nash, host of the Team Podcast, and with me on the ones and twos, we got the great DJ Smythe.
Still not a DJ.
We gotta change that. Just make you like engineer or something.
Should I just wicked? That's what I'm gonna do from
Mark, you know you're not supposed to talk unless I introduce you. You know that, right? You are aware of that, right?
You've missed your cue.
You confuse the audience when you do that.
Now they're wondering who's the other guy.
Who's the other guy? I don't know. No one said their voice. And that's Mark. In case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, and just Mark, nothing else, eh?
just Mark.
The disrespect. Eh?
You know what? I tried last episode to give you a nickname and you didn't even want it.
It was horrible.
Mark the Man.
That was a horrible thing.
It was good.
That was absolute garbage. Even Casey hit that.
Just gotta reach for the stars with that one.
And my next host, Mark, that guy. Come on.
So this is season 3, I think.
Yes.
This is season 3. New way of doing things. Like, we've been doing it for our last couple episodes, but this is the new way of doing things. Since Wells has moved on to greener pastures.
Has he? Really?
Moved on to greener pastures.
Shout
out to Wells. Shout out to Wells and Horseplay. Well,
shout out to Horseplay.
Are you going to? Yeah.
You know what?
Are you going to drive all the way up there for him?
Yeah. You know, get him up there? Let's do our official burial of the episode.
Burial what episode?
We're burying the Horseplay podcast.
It's not dead.
It had a good run. They went 66 episodes and it was a great show, but I guess was it 3 months now since they've done an episode?
I don't know. It sounds like about 3 months.
If you guys aren't gone, come back. But right now, we got to bury you.
So, shout out to Horseplay anyway. But anyway, I can't even remember where I was going. Anyway, yeah, new format since Wells gone to greener pastures. We got the 4 of us. Doing this on a rotation. So it'll be myself, Smythe, Mark, and Casey J. Ford. So that'll be it. And obviously we're going to bring in some of the same guests, Benny, Aaron. Still, I'm going to contact Seb, see if she wants to come on in like 2 weeks. Okay. If she wants to do something like that. But, same rotation of the people. Maybe Wells. Maybe
we'll bring Wells back.
Maybe. Benny's got to be here soon, man. Baseball's coming to a close. Benny's insight.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
So, yeah, that's it. So, anyway, what is going on, guys? What have you guys been up to this summer? Smythe, Mark, do you have any stories?
Didn't we talk about that already?
No, because you guys did the same damn thing.
We just went right into it.
You guys go, nothing. That's all.
Nothing going on.
It's been about 2 weeks and nothing has happened.
Nothing's going on.
Just working, trying to live my best life. You, on the other hand, Nash, have been around the world and back again.
Well, starting in Phoenix in the beginning of summer. Went to that. That was fabulous. Did I talk about that?
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
We talked about
Yeah, we talked about that.
Phoenix is awesome. I don't think I'll ever go back there. Still, it's a nice city, but I don't think I'll ever go back there. And then I just came back from Vancouver. I went to Vancouver the same time that Casey went to New York. Go to Vancouver about every year. Went to Vancouver Island for the first time. Got to get on a ferry, cross there. Funny thing about the ferry was, so you pay, you bring your cars on the ferry, park, get on the ferry. It's about I think an hour ferry ride across to get to the island. Victoria Island, I'm talking about this. So there was a car. Someone left their car on
and just got off. It was like,
because you go up in the upper. You leave your car in the 2 lower decks, and you go up in the upper deck because there's like restaurants and video games and all kind of stuff like that.
Got too excited.
So they left their car on. They had to send a message out to the ship, giving the description of the car, maybe 3 times.
Wow.
Like, somebody who left their truck on, it's on. I guess they can't go in there because of legal reasons or whatever to shut it off, but whatever. It's on. Then somebody came on even more stern. Hey, you left your car on. And then me and my partner were sitting there, we're like, oh, that's how embarrassing. Next thing you know, would the owner of a black Mustang with white racing stripes please come down because your alarm is going off? That's our car.
Way to go.
And we're like, oh, well, that's embarrassing.
Well,
so we had to go down there and then...
Did you both go? Did you both go? Or you
It was
your
funny.
partner?
It was just funny because we're laughing. We're laughing.
I said Aaron.
Okay, so we're like, we'll go down there and turn it off.
I don't want to be that guy. You go. You go.
You go turn it off.
He won't laugh at you.
So did that. That was fun. First time going over to Victoria Island. They usually go over there for their vacation and whatnot. Quiet. You guys know me. I'm not really into the cottage quiet life. I'm more of a city person, but it is okay. I was only there for like 3 days, so I was like,
You know what? That's okay.
it was okay.
You could do 3 days.
Go on, Mark.
Will you go back?
Yeah, it's a family thing. I would.
I have to go back.
You have to go.
Say how you
would.
feel.
If it wasn't a family thing, would you go back?
Would I choose to go? No. Hell no. It's just, no.
If you have to rate it between that and Phoenix, what's better?
Phoenix, because I'm in a city. That's my thing. I'm not a cottage life person, so that's my whole thing.
That's fair.
You're getting up there in age now, so you gotta slow
Wow.
down.
Maybe I'll have to sit down.
Outing the age.
Yeah, I did that. Did Whistler. Always fun. I think that was about it. Stayed in the city. Didn't really get to see any games or anything. Most of the time I do get games, restaurants, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, that was my Vancouver trip. I'm going back at the end of this month to Vancouver again.
Must be nice, eh? Jeez. Some people just going.
I'd rather go to Phoenix. I'll never go back to Phoenix, but I'm going back to Vancouver.
I like Vancouver. At one point, I wanted to live in Vancouver, but then I discovered LA.
And you're like, I'm never going to Vancouver again.
No, I want to live in LA.
Did you go to the Mackenzie room when you went?
I always go to Mackenzie. Always go see Sean.
Did you go see?
Always.
How's he doing? Anyway,
He's fine.
He's coming back.
Restaurant's busy. He's trying. No.
Did you come back home to visit?
Oh yeah, he's coming back
Come back for
twice. I think he's coming back
New
Thanksgiving.
Year's.
Every New Year's he's here?
I know that's months away. We're
I
talking
think
about
he's coming back for Thanksgiving. I think he's coming back for Christmas. So New Year and Christmas and stuff like that. He always comes back. I think Wells and Corey are going over there too.
Okay.
To go see him. So shouting out everyone's business on the podcast.
Yeah. In case you want to know what everyone's doing. That's what's going down.
Follow him on Twitter. Follow him on Instagram.
Yeah. So excuse me. So that's Vancouver.
That sounds like fun.
You go to Port Colborne, you can come up with a lot of stories.
I have a cottage. That's my cottage life. It's in Port. People live there. That's great. They're family. It's a fantastic time.
I haven't been to Port in a minute.
We went there during summer, actually.
Yep, you were there.
Yeah, you guys went.
We went there like last.
I was working.
2 months or something like that.
Yeah.
I was working.
Thanks.
Hey,
cut back your hours, man. Have some fun.
don't worry, man. January is my fun time.
Your fun time.
Has anyone seen the new Dave Chappelle special?
Oh.
I was saying to Smythe Mark, it might be arguably his best stand-up. Now, he has some good ones. This might
See, I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Some people felt he was
Offended.
pushing it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Too bad.
he's a comedian. He's gonna have to push the boundaries. I'm that guy. Like, you gotta push it. You gotta talk about stuff like that. You put your twist on it, make it funny. I know years ago, one time me and Smythe was watching a George Carlin stand up. And he was like, "Yo, this guy's funny." I'm like, "There's no punchline. He's just talking." Where like Dave talks, but Dave will give you the punchline and then the story, but you still laugh anyways.
George Carlin was a poet.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, I love Dave Carlin. Dave Carlin was so funny.
Look like a hobo.
What's funny about Dave Carlin is if you watch his stand up, and then what was that kid show he did? With the Thomas Tank Engine.
Oh
yeah.
He was Mr. Conductor on that, so he
Wow.
did that.
and then wow, that's crazy.
But that's I don't know.
I'm gonna give you guys. This is my first hot take, basically. Sticks and Stones is a conservative take. Dave Chappelle was very conservative on that because there's a lot of things that he was saying, right? So
sorry, what? What are you talking about? A certain joke? I'm missing it.
No, the entire stand up.
I think he was conservative.
Anti Me Too.
He wasn't anti Me Too. He wasn't
anti LGBT.
No, you took the wrong thing.
No.
You took
that's the comedy
thing.
of it, though. That's the comedy of it. Was
he's not
bringing
anti
these
any of these things. He's not anti any of the things he's speaking of. Not
right.
He's just saying, "Hey, you guys you might be taking everything a little too far."
Right.
That's what he's telling them. He's not anti-respect them. He's just don't take these things too far.
Yeah. Well, here's what I thought. I thought the art of it was that the entire stand-up was anti-left, and he's just making fun of the concept of people being completely like
he's making fun of
left or right. So I thought that was the whole view of it.
Not anti. Anti is the wrong word. He's making fun of them. He's not.
Yeah, same thing. The stance he's taking in his comedy, but he's making you laugh about it. But he's saying like, women are going too far with this, and it's funny that people are trans and all those different things. He obviously doesn't.
People are trans.
He doesn't feel that way, I don't think. But like, right, he was like making light of it. Did you see the part after the special?
There's a part after?
Yeah. So if you keep watching it past the credits, he comes out and there's like a little part.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. So he played in New York, and he's talking about just like there's a trans woman that was at his shows, he said, and she was laughing at all the different, like everything he said, like she was loving it. And after he sat down and had a drink with her, whatever. And he was saying that like the person was like, it's good to like forget being non-included, whatever, but someone normalizing being trans to the point where you can make fun of it, that's almost more inclusive than acceptance, if that makes any sense. And I was like, I kind of understand that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, whatever.
I liked it, man. It was good.
It was good special.
I don't like I know some people. I've seen like other friends and people I know that like on IG, and they posted like their distaste for it, and they're saying that he was kind of reaching. He's kind of reaching, and I was like, but I'm like, what really offended? If you're none of those people, it's just comedy.
No, but that's today's world, right? It's find a cause on Twitter and make your post. I'm offended. That's today's world, and he makes fun of that. That's today's world. Oh, they have how many times do you see a disaster happen, and immediately all the posts on Instagram and everything is pray for blah blah blah.
I hate it.
Pray for blah blah blah.
What's wrong with praying for them?
No, it's not. They don't care.
What's praying going to do? What's praying going to do?
No, they don't care.
Yeah,
it's not praying.
It's just a response to the post.
No.
It's like liking it.
It's not. No, it's not. They don't care. No, they just want to be included in what's happening.
Yeah. Of course.
That's all they're doing.
Of course. Like with the recent the Hurricane Dorian or Tropical Storm Dorian, like hit the Bahamas.
Pray for Bahamas.
Yeah, my friend Cam is Bahamian. I called him. I was like, "Hey, how's your family doing? Are they good?" Yeah, I know people that aren't Bahamian just because a tornado hit an island. They're like, "Pray for Bahamas." I'm like, "Are you hopping out of planes? Are you gonna help?
Are you calling your friends?"
Yeah,
it's just they want to be included in the
group. Are you starting
right?
a GoFundMe page just kind of send money down? You're not doing it. You're just posting a 24-hour story and that's it.
Yeah, because that's all you need to do.
But it's a point.
I get the pointlessness.
No, but that's what Dave Chappelle's made for.
Yeah.
Like all these people is like it's fake outrage too. It's all these 100%. Things.
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it at all.
That's it. Anything else? Nothing else from your summers, guys? Eh?
No,
I live boring lives.
I do have one thing I wanted to bring up.
Well, go on.
It is the best time of year for me. Football's starting, basketball's about to start, hockey's about to start, and video game season is upon us. So this weekend we got Gears of War 5, NBA 2K, NHL 20, all in the same weekend. Next weekend, the Call of Duty beta goes live. We got Madden a month ago. We're in the absolute prime season for all things that I like. I'm glorious and excited, and I was wondering, how much gaming are you guys going to do in the next 2 months?
Yeah, because Nash was too busy flying everywhere, so he's not playing.
I know. I'm too busy seeing the world.
Mind you, no new places.
I know.
He just keeps revisiting the same ones over and over.
People have jobs. Eh?
Hold on. How many movies did you watch last month?
31.
Thank you.
31. That is. So I'm just. The only reason I'm doing this is I'm going to see how many movies I can watch in 1 year.
How many hours is that in your life that you spent?
Not a lot. If you actually compare it to someone who watches TV shows all day, like how many TV shows do you watch, bro?
None. That's a lie. Sorry.
Yes, exactly.
I watch wrestling.
Yeah.
So, but I PVR it and fast forward. So
you probably watch more hours.
No way. Not even close. I play video games, so it's totally different.
And probably
I spend more time gaming than you watch. 100%.
I guarantee you, he's probably staring at his TV screen more than I am.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, but you look at you watch 31 movies. What's the average?
What's the average I do? About 22 a movie a month.
What, hours?
No, hours. I don't know. If you're going times 2 times 22, I don't know what that is.
I'm saying the average movie is what?
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. 31. 2 hours. And you spend 8 hours a day sleeping, so you only have 16 hours in a day. 16 times 30.
31. That was only one movie a day.
It's 480 hours that you're awake, and you spend 64 of those hours watching movies.
Yeah, it's one movie a day. Last month was one movie a day.
Totally, that's fair.
That's basically what
I was just putting the math behind it.
I don't do too much of that.
So the mathematicians at home.
No, the only reason I'm actually pushing myself to watch more movies this month because I think it was David Fincher. He actually writes down everything he watches and he posts it. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can do that. So I just keep pushing myself because I want to get to a certain number. There's a critic I listened to. He says he only watched his peak for a year. He watched 180 movies for the year. I'm on pace to crush that.
You're gonna beat that.
I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'm watching a lot of movies. Mind you, there's some. I'm not watching all brand new movies. There's obviously movies I've watched.
Yeah, because I see your post and I'm like, I even know what half of these movies are. I gotta like Google names to find out what this movie is because I've never heard of it in my life.
Next question was, how many movies are you rewatching?
Quite a bit.
Yeah,
but it's just I'm not purposely going out to watch a new movie. It's like if I feel like watching, I'll watch it. There's a lot of new movies I actually watch. Amelisa was one of them. Very good animated movie. Only 3 voices in the entire anime. And it's not anime. It's stop motion.
Voices?
It's stop motion.
Right.
So it's about a guy who's kind of depressed and he sees the world very bland. Everyone looks the same. It's all about his depression. So every voice and almost every face looks the same. So I can't remember the actor that was playing it is voicing every other character in there.
Movie. Yeah, that's crazy.
Until he meets one person that sounds completely different.
Wow.
And then he's like, oh, I have to find that person. I have to get with that person and stuff like that. And I don't want to ruin it for you, but you probably won't watch it anyway.
There's a high probability I will never.
There's more to it. There's more to it.
Obviously, but you could ruin it right now. You could illustrate it if you
want. I don't want to ruin it for these people. It's really good.
I don't think you're ruining it for the listeners.
It's really good. And if you watch the behind the scenes stuff, it was like a lot of work to actually.
Every week you should have a recommend movie that you post on Instagram for people to watch.
No one's gonna do it.
But you should just post it. And what if one person becomes obsessed with you and they watch everything you posted throughout the entire day?
Like Nash's picks.
They gotta be good like that. Like that.
See? That was a Seinfeld joke. I say these things to my partner, it goes right over her head. She's like, come on, man, I need Casey or Mark in the room.
Where are my friends?
A Nash's pick, man. Just throw it on your story. It's a Nash pick.
What was what she said? She's like, oh, where's whatever? He's like, he's not here. He's like, oh, I can't pick a movie without his picks. Well, we have the Jeffrey picks are just as good. Jeffrey sucks. I'm Jeffrey. Oh, sorry.
Oh man, I've heard that. I watched that episode recently, actually.
That's a show. I want to watch that show. I think I'm gonna watch. It's on Amazon, right? I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that show.
Yeah, that's a good. One of the best shows, man. I like that.
Jeffrey sucks. It wasn't Jeffrey. I just can't remember the name. But anyway. Yeah. Maybe I should have Nash picks. I don't know, but most people they're not gonna watch it.
What if they do?
Some people have recommended movies to me. Yeah, they suck.
So
if they recommend you movies,
so you should recommend every week, just one, and don't go crazy. Just like whatever, do a quick synopsis of it.
Through this process, I have realized that Dazed and Confused. Have you guys watched it?
Yes.
It might be one of my favorite movies.
Yes,
of all time.
I remember watching it.
I watched it for the first time in January. And I've watched it now 3 times.
You're just like, God, keep going back.
And it might be my favorite movie of all time.
It was one of those movies where I didn't watch it when it first came out either. I feel like I was too young to appreciate it.
Yeah, you probably were.
Yeah.
But now, it's a movie about being like 18. Just the stuff that we did, Mark, just hanging out in basements and driving around. That's the whole movie. It's that
70s show.
And you'll be like, wow.
I can probably appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I actually felt like that on the weekend. I actually worked like an early morning shift, and it was like, I worked on Labor Day, but it was only like a couple of employees. But I walked out, and
no one knows it's open.
I walked around, and I was just like, I feel like I felt like it was because we came in through the side door. But I felt like there's no cars in the parking lot. And I was like, I kind of feel like The Breakfast Club. Like I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here. I'm here for an extended period of time.
So funny.
That's good. Oh man. All right, so let's get into what we actually came here for. NFL is upon us.
Yes.
The first game's already played.
Yeah, wow. What a disappointment. But we'll keep talking.
Well, it was a defensive matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers didn't look very good.
No.
He only scored 1 touchdown.
Yep.
The Bears' defense is good, though.
Yeah, the Packers defense.
Packers' defense is good, too.
They're young.
Yeah, the Packers. I didn't think they're going to be that good.
I didn't see that coming.
But we'll get into that
Yeah,
as we go into it. So what we're going to do is run down. You guys send me your picks, so everyone has their division winners. But we're actually going to run down every division in a team. If you want to say something about a certain division, if you want to point out something on every team, we'll do that. All right. We'll see how long this goes. So, you guys want to start off in the AFC?
Sure.
And I'm sure you guys have your picks up.
Yep.
So, in the AFC, you guys just want to run down a team? Yeah, we'll just run down the teams.
Yep.
And then maybe at the end, then we'll say who we think is going to win. So, in the AFC, Patriots. Anyone think we want to talk about that? Is there a reason for them not to win this division?
No.
And come on, right? No one else even trying in the division. I'm guessing the Jets are trying, but like the Jets, first of all, the Jets have some pieces.
They do.
But Sam's not there yet, and it's not his fault. He's young.
It's one thing to have pieces,
Yep.
and it's one thing to have something that's established.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Le'Veon Bell hasn't taken a snap in
a year.
That's right. No, not even a year, because a year he would have played week 1 last year. So he hasn't taken a snap since the playoffs year prior to that.
Oh, yeah, true.
And the start of the playoffs, they didn't go that far. I don't know. I don't understand how that works. But it's not the Patriots' year this year.
Wait, to win the division?
To win the Super Bowl.
No, we're not there yet. I'm just within the division.
But can I
Yeah, go on.
The Patriots, you know when things look too good? That's when the Patriots lose. Julian Edelman, Demaryius Thomas, Josh Gordon. That's an all-star team. Sony Michel, young, strong back. Mm-hmm. Burkhead. It just looks too easy. Tom Brady's going to come out in his new crew cut that he has, and he's going to steamroll the entire season. But it just looks too good.
If you look at their schedule.
Yeah. They had
they don't have a hard schedule at all.
No, it had a hard one last year.
They don't have a hard schedule.
They won the
at
Super Bowl
all.
with a hard schedule. So this year it's a cakewalk this year. This is one of them 16-0 seasons. Last time they looked this good, they didn't get it done.
Steelers, Dolphins, Jets, Bills, Washington, Giants, Jets, Browns, Ravens, Eagles, Cowboys. Do you see it like
there's 4 tough games. They play 4 tough games this year.
And probably some games will pop up that will be like tough, but as you look right now, there's nothing there.
They lose to Miami every year.
I don't think they're going to lose this year. Yeah, I think the receiving core it's good, and I don't think their defense is horrible now.
Defense is all right.
I think it's going to come down to Brady, more or less.
It's going to come down to they look too good. When it looks too good, they can't get it done. Last time when they had Randy Moss, remember? It was a shell shock. They destroyed the entire league.
They were perfect.
And they lost
on a play.
They didn't get it done, right?
They lost on one play.
It's all I'm saying is it looks too good.
Go on.
I feel like I'm hearing what you're saying, Smythe, and I feel like it'll go well. And Belichick's that smart guy. He might just pump the brakes. Like, let's just pull back a little bit. He'll pull Brady sometimes if the game's already in the bag. Just let it. Just if you win by a touchdown, you win by a touchdown. It's almost like you'll humble yourself throughout the season, just so you don't blow it.
Bill Belichick's not humble. If he can beat you by 30,
he's going to beat you by 30. Who's the next team you want to talk about in this division? Jets. You said the Jets have some pieces.
The Jets have pieces, and first of all, I don't know if they can protect Sam Darnold.
I don't think Sam Darnold's good.
And without that line, I don't know how good Le'Veon Bell is. Bell's got to catch 50 passes and run the ball 300 times for this team to have a chance of being over 500.
I think he will.
Can he do that effectively on a team like this? Because before, remember, you had receiving threats all over the place. You had everything. They have Roddy Anderson. Is that enough for you to have to worry about the pass enough that Bell's going to get open touches? Because when you had Juju and Antonio Brown, Bell can do whatever he wants, right? You're not really worried about Bell running for 150 yards. You're willing to allow that, actually, because you don't want those guys going for 3 touchdowns each. Bell is now going to be the focus of an offense. He has an inexperienced quarterback, and the line's not bad. They're just not great. this guy's getting hit this year, and we're going to
Bell?
see how good he is. Yeah, he's going to get hurt this year. Like
Sam Darnold, I know how good he is. Last year, he threw the 5th most interceptions for a rookie ever.
Yeah. Do you remember Peyton Manning's first year?
Yeah, I think he's the only one. I think Peyton Manning actually beat him. I think he threw the 3rd most interceptions.
Yeah, Peyton Manning threw a lot of picks.
What do you think Sam Darnold was Peyton Manning?
No. that's.
I don't think Sam Darnold's good.
Here's the thing. He's their starter.
Obviously. You got anything on the Jets, Mark?
No, not really. I think I've not seen the Jets in a while. I've not really kept my eye on the Jets.
Fair enough. No one has really.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the Jets have always been up and down, man. They've always been that team that's been like there but not there.
Who's better in this division, Jets or Bills?
Bills.
Oh, you think so, eh?
Oh yeah. Bills defense is stellar. Everything else aside, the Bills defense is stellar.
They got a whole lot of running backs.
Yeah, they kicked out LaShawn McCoy finally.
Yeah, they got a whole lot of running backs. One of them is going to emerge to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't know. Like, to me, it okay. So I think they play week 1 first. I'm gonna look that up. Hang on, I have the schedule up. Do they play week 1? Yes,
They're playing. Yeah, they're playing
Sunday.
They're playing the Jets.
Yeah. So this, I don't know. I don't want to say I am looking at this game to judge the whole season. But I am
who
looking
they
at
are
this
is
game.
based on what happens in this game.
Are you going to be better than the Jets or better than, like, because really you shouldn't be looking at the first 2 games. I always tell people that the first 2 games
It's
of
a
an
real
NFL
preseason.
season, it's pretty much preseason.
Yep.
And you shouldn't judge a team based on that. Most of the time, if you lose the first 2 games, you're pretty
You're
much done.
That's
but
it.
that's neither here nor there. The Bills, I don't know. It could be either Jets or Bills. But the Dolphins, do they have a chance to be the second best?
They're tanking.
Yeah.
And you know what? The thing about the Dolphins that really like grinds my gears is that they were in the conversation to get Jadeveon Clowney. Okay, Clowney wanted a new deal.
Well, he's still on the table.
No, he's in Seattle now.
Oh, that's right.
They
Sorry.
traded him.
Yeah. Sorry.
Jadeveon Clowney came and said, "I don't want to go to Miami because they're not trying to win." The second that happens, they blow the team up. They trade their tackle. They trade Kenny Stills, who, there's problems there before. But I'm like, what if they made the trade for Clowney?
What would happen if they made a trade for Clowney?
I mean, does that mean they were going to try to go all in? Because right now, that's a tank move, what they did. And they can say whatever they want. But like, if they made the Clowney trade, because after that year...
Is Fitzpatrick going to take you to the playoffs? Look at that. Oh, yeah.
No. All I'm saying is, like, if you're in conversations to pick up a top pass rusher, he's not even a great pass. But anyway, a guy wants to get paid.
That's why he texted the trade. They got rid of him.
But Miami's going to take him and pay him? You know what I mean? Why are you going to trade for this guy? And the second this guy says he's not going to play for you, you go and you get rid of that's a top-end tackle. And he now is going to go to the Texans and command a ton of money.
I think you're making too much big of a deal.
You're
making way too much.
I feel like Clowney made these guys tank. And I'm just like, what? Like,
if they got Clowney, they're not going anywhere. You think Fitzpatrick's? Who cares? They got Clowney.
But I'm saying at least they're trying to be competitive, right?
No, they weren't. I don't know why they wanted Clowney because they knew they were going to tank. I didn't even know whether
maybe they're going to trade Tunzel for Clowney. Maybe I don't know.
They have Fitzpatrick as a quarterback. Come on.
There's a certain amount of teams in every professional sport
that are not trying to win.
They're just not trying to win.
They tried, but not now.
They made an attempt for a couple years, but it's like there's that hump that they just can't get over. And every time they're like, they'll pull this piece, put in a new one.
Dude, I thought they were trying until Clowney said he's not coming there.
No, they weren't trying at all.
Well, they're the
worst team in the league, aren't they?
What? Oh yeah. What if Josh Rosen, came out and could put up some numbers for him?
Would he?
Maybe. You don't know. We don't know how good he is yet. I mean, you can't give a guy a stint with the Cardinals who are terrible. You can't give that and judge a guy based on how he played for a team that was really bad. And they thought they were a good team. But
so a team as bad as the Cardinals gave up Josh Rosen.
Gave up on Rosen. Well, because you have number one pick now, so you can go and get another.
So they gave up on him.
Yeah.
That kind of tells you something.
No, man, no. I don't. Because
he was only in the league 1 year.
I know, but what if you gave him...
That tells you something.
No, it tells you that they had a chance to get a number one pick, and they went for a potential explosive player. We'll get to him. Yeah, I get it. I see what you're saying.
Team, you want to say anything else on the Dolphins or Bills, Mark?
I'm good on that. That's my piece.
AFC North.
The Golden Division.
The Golden Division?
The Golden Division.
This division might be sneaky enough.
Sneaky tough. It's gonna be outright ridiculous.
Okay, let's speak on the Browns, because that's what everyone's
talking about.
Everyone's talking about.
Here's
Go on.
Here's what I'm bringing out. You got Nick Chubb, you got Odell Beckham, Njoku's a decent tight end. You still got Jarvis Landry, and you got a gunslinger who's going to throw the ball.
Kareem Hunt when he comes back.
Yeah, he can't play for 9 games. And Nick Chubb is good enough that I think Kareem Hunt's not going to change what happens on that team. He'll be a great secondary back if Chubb gets hurt. You don't even need Kareem Hunt. Mm-hmm. So you start with that, and then you got pressure on the ball on the defensive side. I'm not sure what the rest of Cleveland's defense, and I'm not going to say that I know. But I am going to say, though, is you have potential for an explosive offense similar to what KC has. Potential is a good word.
No,
I know,
because you don't have the quarterback.
Baker Mayfield is the quarterback.
No, he's not good as Mahomes.
You don't know yet. It's
no,
the
he's
second
not.
year.
He's not second year.
You don't know yet. You don't know.
No,
because
I do know.
Mahomes won't have a year like he did last year. This year,
it's gonna be pretty close.
I don't know.
It's gonna be pretty
I don't know.
close.
I'm not gonna give you that. But what I am gonna give you is, I think Baker Mayfield is gonna have the best, most improved season from the last year, and I think he has so many weapons that you can't stop this guy from putting up monster numbers.
Oh, he has targets. He has targets all over the place.
He has plenty of targets, but it's like with that acquisition of Odell, it's like a lot more eyes are going to be on that team. So
They already are.
Well, you know,
people are saying these guys are going to make the Super Bowl.
But that's the thing is like, what I'm saying is like, now if there's eyes, now there's a microscope. So now it's like when you have a bad game, it's like that post game interview is straight to Odell, straight to Mayfield. It's like, what happened out there?
Oh yeah.
Here's what are you going to do? You're going to put 8 guys in the box so you can stop Nick Chubb? Because you need a lot of guys in the box.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? You're going to do a cover 3 and let Chubb run? Or are you going to stack the box, stop the run, and let him throw to 2 number ones? Jarvis Landry's number 1 on his own. Odell Beckham, yeah. He's a number 1. It's.
I think he's the best receiver in football.
Right?
In my opinion.
All I'm saying is explosive potential. You're right. If things go wrong, they're going to get in trouble. But I don't see things going wrong. Baker Mayfield's a gunslinger.
There's a lot of things that could go wrong.
What?
Mainly Baker Mayfield. It's Baker Mayfield that can go wrong. It's only his second year. And second year, third year is very important as far as football is concerned, because now they have tape on him.
Yeah.
Now they know what he can do. Now he just keeps talking, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're great, and blah, 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 and this and that. You don't think everybody else hears that? Everybody else, they are now going to get, because since they are the, golden team of the league right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be shooting for them.
I get it.
And I don't know. Mind you, I have the Browns in the playoffs.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
But that pressure that Mark was talking about is a real thing. It's a real thing. And I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm not worried about anybody else on that team except Baker Mayfield.
Oh no, I'm worried about I'm worried about Odell.
Odell's used to that. Odell's used to the camera.
But the thing is that
he makes spectacle of himself all the time.
He makes a spectacle of himself, but it's like when he's not getting the passes, he's not scoring touchdowns.
He's the Antonio Brown.
It's like great, you got receiving yards, but you didn't score today, and we lost.
Is he Antonio Brown? I don't know if he's Antonio Brown.
He's not. My last defense.
I think he's going there.
This is my last defense of Baker for today. Okay, what does Baker Mayfield do? He's not a guy that creates extra time on plays. He's not a guy that can run for 40 yards on a play. He's not super fast. He throws the football. He's a
scrambling quarterback. I'll say that.
He doesn't really scramble. If you're gonna sack him, he moves. But he's not a guy that creates plays with his legs. He just throws the ball. Yeah. And that's why I think the pressure won't be on as much, because he's just going to do what he came to do and throw. He slings the ball left, right, and center as hard as he can. If he throws a pick, who cares? I am who I am. He took the Browns to 7-9. Almost played the playoffs with the Browns last year.
Well, he only played half the year, right? Remember? Because they weren't playing him, and then they fired the coach, and then he came in. And
yeah, that's when they started winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now he's the man, has the job, has more talent than any Cleveland quarterbacks ever had, ever.
That's
not hard to say.
There's a little guy called Jim Brown who used to play for the Browns.
That's one guy.
Arguably the best football player ever. So a quarterback has had some talent.
but we're going way back with Jim Brown.
All I'm saying is he's got 3 guys.
He has weapons. He has the personnel.
Yeah,
to play. Ravens.
I want to see what these guys do.
I'm not high on these guys at all.
I know,
especially Jackson.
I know. It's hard to see. It's hard to see someone come in and change or try to change the position completely. This guy ran the ball last year in half the games more than Michael Vick ever ran the ball.
And what was his completion?
58%. Yeah, he's not a good quarterback.
He's not a good throwing quarterback. These guys are going to run the ball a lot. A lot.
And last year, people didn't know what to do about it. You give him a whole offseason. And
they won the division last year, right?
Yeah. You teach him how to maybe throw the ball properly.
Can you do that over the summer?
Yeah. You know why? Because he's so young. He's so young. You could teach him to make, and it's not throwing. Everyone could throw the ball. It's making quarterback reads, right?
Okay, yeah, okay, that's
right.
That's fair.
We can agree that Lamar Jackson can't make reads. And if someone was sitting there saying, "Hey, no matter what happens, you take 5 step backs and you throw it to the left," and right, he makes some plays because in the playoffs, after those first 3 quarters, he threw for 200 yards in the fourth quarter of the game because the defense was doing one thing and they read what they were doing. They read it for him. If he learns to read plays by himself, and he has the feet. And he's got running back talent with him, I think they're a problem.
Yeah, you want to speak on these Ravens? I'm not high on Jackson at all. I don't think he's a starting quarterback. He's just a runner. I don't think what he lacks as a quarterback, I don't think you can teach that to him. Maybe he'll learn it, but it won't be in 1 year.
I feel like he'll acquire a little bit of what he needs, but it won't be enough. He'll get it, and you'll see glimpses of it, but it won't be.
Because when he gets into trouble, like athletes, when you get into trouble, what do? You revert back to what you know. Of course.
So I was thinking, you'll see shades of it, and I guess great color analysts will recognize it, but they'll see it, and then they'll bring it up throughout the season that he shows it, but he only shows small glimpses of it, and he needs to be more consistent with it in order for him to be moving in the right direction, right? Because it's only going to attract better players to come and play alongside him than to leave and go elsewhere, right?
Steelers.
I don't think much has changed with these guys.
Really?
What do you mean?
I think a lot has changed. I think a lot has changed.
I think you're going to slot in a new receiver, and he's going to be the new Juju. And Juju's going to be Antonio
the new
Brown.
Juju or Juju?
No, he's going to be the new Juju. And Juju's going to turn into Antonio Brown. Because once the defense is all on you, you don't have the same year. So he's not going to put up the monster season he put up last year. It's not going to happen again for him. And it's just because he's the number 1 option now. So he's going to be limited in what he can do. You're going to see a breakout receiver, and I'm not sure what it is for the Steelers yet, who's going to have a monster year because you have to watch Juju.
I think that breakout receiver is going to be Juju.
You think he's going to have a better year than last year?
Yes.
Just
now that Antonio Brown's gone and that whole quote unquote distraction is gone. And Roethlisberger likes Juju.
Yeah.
And Roethlisberger throws the ball.
Yeah.
He does. Like if you looked, I can't remember the numbers exactly. He throws the ball a lot. And he's going to give me Juju. Plus you have Connor.
Oh yeah.
Who was good. He wasn't Le'Veon Bell. But he was good as a running back.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't miss
no drama now.
Yep.
This team, in my opinion, is set to win this division. And you have Mike Tomlin, who's never had a losing season. And Tomlin is the most underrated and overrated coach at the same time.
You know what?
But whose fault?
That's a very fair assessment.
But whose fault is that?
What do you mean?
To deem him... Because do you feel other people deem him that... Give him that
I
title?
feel people trash him too much, but they also praise him too much. Because last year, I blame Tomlin. He let the locker room get out of control. Maybe AB was just too much for him and he couldn't handle it, but he let that locker room get out of control. They didn't even make the playoffs. But at the same time, he seems to be a brilliant coach, quote unquote player coach, and players like him.
He's a leader of men. He had an unprecedented situation though. You had an upset running back.
It's not really unprecedented.
Well, you
have
a running
diva
back.
receives all the time.
But you have a running back who's not playing, who's sitting out the whole season, and then you had a diva. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone deals with that kind of drama.
And you had all three of them. No, well, it wasn't all three of them. You had AB and Roethlisberger beefing.
Yeah. Well, right.
It's one of those. It's one of those things that you have to drop the hammer down. So that reverts back to remember our last pod about the holdouts and the owners and.
But there's no hammer. Those guys make more than you. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you can't tell someone who makes more than you.
Who? The quarterback?
Yeah, no, I'm saying Tomlin can't go to Bell and be like, hey, man up, come the.
Well, it's a respect thing that you have to create. Like, switching sports, you see Popovich ever have that problem with their players?
No, but
well, maybe just once, that one time, but
we just got over that saga.
But his players respect him, right? You build that respect.
Yeah, it's just like, like, I understand. I'm a great player. I'm one of the best in the league at the time.
I'm not playing.
But the thing is that you understand, like, you're not a coach. So it's like, I'll give you that cap. You be a player coach and lead this team then. Because then when no one listens to you and you complain, it's like, now you're just crying.
No, the problem I think professional sports really is like you're looking at a guy and you make 3-4 times what that guy makes. I understand he can say stuff to you, but once you're that
dynamic
superstar,
happens a lot. I honestly don't think that dynamic happens a lot. You can only point out a few players that are like that, and it turns out that now that we're seeing it right now, it turns out it was AB.
Oh,
of course.
It was Antonio Brown. At first, I was like, okay, maybe it's the Steelers and not Antonio Brown, and maybe it's Roethlisberger.
I blame Ben.
We're now look at what he's doing.
I know. I was on here blaming Ben, and I was wrong, Ben. I was wrong.
Well, you weren't totally wrong. Ben is a diva. Ben is a diva.
That's fair.
But now we're seeing Antonio Brown doing the same kind of thing, even though historically he didn't do this stuff. It only was in the last few years.
Oh, that he turned into a horrible person.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man, it happens. It's the signs weren't dominant at the time.
Yeah,
he probably always had it, but because he played so well,
because they were winning,
never really noticed it.
Yeah, probably. We might be right about that.
It was like Chad Johnson, like Terrell Owens. Like you didn't really notice it until later on in his career when when you're not making the playoff, and you're losing in the division championship. That's when you start seeing that attitude, and you're like, what is wrong with him? It's like, I don't want to play here anymore.
Yeah.
It's always there. You just don't see it until tough times happen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
AFC South?
What's there to say with AFC South? We thought we'd have a division battle.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, we're not talking about it.
I skipped the Bengals.
We're not. Dude, when I saw Green go down, I was like, well, they're done again. And that was it. And is Joe Mixon the running back?
I don't know. Who's worse than the AFC? Dolphins or the Bengals?
Dolphins, man.
Yeah.
But at least
I have nothing to say about.
But I want to watch the Dolphins at least. But the Bengals, I don't. They're gonna play 16 games.
An average quarterback. Dalton's that's all he is.
Yeah.
There's nothing. They're gonna be the worst team. There was last year. I think it was 2 years ago. I was pumping the tires on this team. Yeah. It's like, nope, this time is a year, and then they let me down. Wells kept on telling me, and they let me down.
They had that play where the safety, and I forget his name now, ran Antonio Brown over, concussed him.
That was in the playoffs. That was like 3 or 5 years.
They fell apart right after that because they had the Steelers beat.
No, they had that good season. Was it last year or the year before?
That was the season.
No, when they made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, that was like 5 years ago.
And they had the Steelers, and that dude ran Antonio Brown over and cost them the game. And they never came back.
I don't think it was that.
They might have been good the next year.
Yeah.
Though. Anyway.
It was on the podcast we're talking about. That's what I remember. Anyway, whatever.
Division's over.
You want to talk about the Bengals, Mark?
We can go to Cincinnati and watch a game.
Yeah. Want to drive down there?
Only 5-6 hour drive.
You want to drive down there?
Yeah.
Why not, man?
I'd rather go watch the Browns.
I feel like every division has one team that we don't really know what they're doing. You're going to talk about the AFC South right now?
This is a hard division to play.
Is it?
It is. In my head, so we're going to go to AFC South now. In my head, I kept on flipping it around, and I heard different arguments for different teams. I'm like, oh, who's better? I had to just nail it down. We'll start with the Titans first, because does anyone have the Titans?
That's what I said. I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? You see a team.
But do you think they're good?
No, I don't know what they did in the offseason. I have no idea what's happening with them, but they're still going to win 7 games. I will tell you they're going to win 7 games.
Are they?
Yeah.
I have them for 6.
I'm giving 6. Yeah, I'm
giving them
6.
So you're going to have Mariota in there.
Yeah.
And halfway through the season,
they're
putting in Tannehill, aren't they?
Yep. Because Mariota's going to get hurt. He can't stay up.
He's not good. He's not good either.
There's nothing wrong with him. He just can't stay right. Can't stay up, man.
He's not the things that you want an NFL quarterback to do. He doesn't do it.
Yeah.
He's not going to get there. So they have Tannehill. They're probably going to put him in halfway through the season. 6 wins. That's all I see for the Titans.
3-3, baby.
That's all I see for the Titans.
Sure.
All right, so let's get to the real team. So we got 3 teams. Very interesting teams.
You got 2 teams.
I think you got 3.
All right. Well.
That's all interesting. I think this. So Texans. Let's start with Texans. You want to say anything on them, Smythe?
That's my winner right there. I feel so bad Lamar Miller got hurt because they're about to have a great season. They went and got Carlos Hyde. They're going to have a really good season. They went and got Tunsil from Miami. So the
They sure have some positions because they have a hard time staying healthy all the time, man.
Yeah,
every year. But I think it was out of the last 4, they won a division 3 times in the last 4 years.
They've been in the playoffs 3 of the last 4
11
years.
wins pretty steadily.
Deshaun Watson is a good quarterback.
Yes,
he keeps his team in games. But he couldn't stay upright because that line was so bad. And he snapped the ball, and he was running.
They've improved it a little bit, though.
Oh, exactly. They went and got one of the best up-and-coming left tackles in football. Great trade. It cost them a first and a second-round pick, so they got to pay that guy now a ton of money. But you got you got Hopkins, you had Lamar Miller, and that was the unfortunate. But this team's going to be, I won't say the word dynamic, they're going to be very good. And I think they're the best team in the division.
We like them every year, though.
It's true. But now you don't have the pass rushing because Watt's by himself now, right?
Yeah.
So is that going to be the throw off or turn? That's what you got to.
Well, usually in football, most of the time in the NFL, unless you're really young, you have to trade off either offense.
Yeah.
So you have to sure up one. And now it seems like just sure up on, just go with offense and defense will figure it out.
Yep. Well, or
anything you want to speak on the Houston Texans, Mark?
No, man. I picked them to walk away with that division. So
you picked them to win the division as well. Colts. This team is tricky to me because so obviously we all know Andrew Luck walked away.
Yep.
Still took the money though, which is kind of weird for me.
Took his money and went home, bro.
But why would they let him keep the money?
Because
that's why it's kind of fishy.
Well, you know what?
He might be coming back.
If you look at Andrew Luck at his age, everything else, and he's like, man, I'm so hurt, I can't play. You're gonna let him keep the money because he might come back, right?
He might. That's why it's fishy to me.
It's easy for him. It's easy for them to think they can bring him back. So that's a well done investment.
But when he was on the team, what was everyone talking about? If he was on this team right now, Andrew Luck, you'd probably pick the Colts to win the division.
Super Bowl,
of course.
You're saying Super Bowl? Yes, people had him in the Super Bowl.
They're good enough.
This team is good.
Yeah,
this team is good. Jacobs is not bad.
Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby, sorry. I said this is Jacobs.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett's not a bad quarterback.
He's
not bad.
Here's the thing.
So with a good team behind him, don't screw it up.
He's going to be upright. And so all they fixed behind Andrew Luck is they gave him an O-line. And the reason why he's retired now is because they let him get beat up for years.
Bad. So bad. He took the most hits.
They were showing videos of him being like, "Hey, good hit, big boy." He was congratulating guys for knocking him down.
Yeah.
That's how much he got hit. He was being nice about it. Last year they had him upright. They were fantastic. This year, Jacoby Brissett's going to have time to sit back and throw. The problem with that, Brissett, not the best thrower.
But he's not a bad quarterback, though.
No.
It's not like Tom Brady can launch him down the field either.
No. But here's the difference, though. Tom Brady's got years of experience, knows how to make every NFL throw there is.
True.
I don't know if Brissett can, and maybe he can, I'm not sure. All I'm saying is that he's no Andrew Luck. He can't throw the ball
he's
like
not.
Andrew Luck.
So, with that being said, are they going to make it to the Super Bowl? Probably not. Can this team make the playoffs? Yes.
Well,
yes.
I think they're definitely number 3 in the division now.
Number 3.
Definitely.
So I'm guessing you have Jaguars.
Yeah. I know. Don't ask the question. You know how I feel about this guy. You know how I feel about him.
So was it 2 years ago? Yep. They lost to the Patriots?
Yep.
And because everyone in this room picked the Jaguars to beat the Patriots.
They were up 28-14 in the fourth quarter. They should have won that game.
And I think because of that loss, last year happened.
Yep. 100%.
Now you don't have Bortles messing things up now.
Nope.
You have Nick Foles.
Yep.
A guy you call a winner.
He delivered for me a Super Bowl. I cannot speak bad on his name.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Oh yeah, you know Smythe is with this team.
Yeah.
So anyone that's good
can't speak bad on his name.
The Jaguars are. I have the Jaguars winning this division.
Yep. That's fair.
Yeah, I have the Jaguars winning this division because now I believe that team was good. The defense was good.
Huh?
I believe they had a good game. Maybe you're going to see it come back from Fournette. I think this team is good. And with Nick Foles, I think they're going to be a lot better. I think you're going to see that Jaguar of 2 years ago.
Here's what I'm going to give you. The one thing that I don't think the Jacksonville Jaguars have is playmakers at wide receiver. You got a little bit of speed, but you don't. The thing that Philly had when Nick Foles was there is you had Zach Ertz, you had Alshon Jeffrey.
Oh, I think the Eagles are like the Golden State Warriors of football because they have so many guys,
right?
And
so
they spread it around a lot.
The kind of weapons he had, Nick Foles had to make 15, 20-yard passes, and those guys could create football plays. He doesn't have that anymore. He's got an old man's arm. And when I say old man's arm, remember Peyton Manning in his last years in the league?
Oh, he had a neck problem too.
I'm just saying. That's the kind of arm Nick Foles.
And there's tons of receivers on his team. It's just I don't know who's going to emerge as that.
But I'm saying
those killers, right?
Nick Foles isn't going to throw a 40-yard strike down the field. It takes him too long to get the ball in his hands because he's an old dude. Okay?
Fournette, the team is good. I think the Jaguars are good, though.
The defense is fantastic.
The team's good.
Fournette can carry your offense. So they're going to be afraid of the run. And he's going to throw them slants, he's going to throw them outs. Yeah. You can throw them nice routes. That RPO is now going to be part of what he's doing out there. But I don't know if the playmakers can turn an RPO 5-yard slant into a 30-yard gain. I don't know if that's happening in Jacksonville. And I'm actually going as far as to say, no, it's not going to happen. So that's why I don't think they're better than the Texans.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Anything you want to speak on this division, Mark? Jaguars.
Just take Jacksonville or Houston.
Houston. I was just wondering if you want anything to say about the Colts or Jaguars.
The Colts, like I said, under a new quarterback. See what happens. Like I said, they had a good season last year. Will they repeat the same thing? They might be a shade under, but they'll still make the playoffs.
That's fair.
Jaguars. I don't know. I've never really been a Jaguar fan.
Who has? Who actually was a quarterback?
I don't know. Just for some reason, there's a certain amount of teams in the NFL that you never watch a game. I'll never care to watch it.
You're not gonna.
We'll see what happens though.
5-11 last year.
But, they fell
apart. West. Does everyone have the Chiefs winning this conference? This division.
So.
And the only reason why is because the Chargers have to regress.
The Chargers have to regress?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to the Chargers. I have some. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be as good as the ones next year. But basically, to come back with the same team.
I know. And that's
Darrell Williams. I think is gonna replace
Melvin Gordon.
No, it was the running back that went to the Browns.
What?
The guy who went to the Browns, who was on the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs. Sorry, Hunt.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt. Sorry, I don't know.
Well,
Darrell Williams. I think he's gonna fill in nicely for that guy.
They're expecting him to be great.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be good for that guy.
But
so
I don't question the Chiefs. They got so much going on over there. McCoy went over there just in case. Just in case.
They
got shady too.
They're gonna blow teams out. I think is Mahomes gonna score 50 touchdowns or whatever he did from last year? No.
But 47?
Right? Yeah, that's what I said. 45, 47? Yeah, probably.
You can't figure this team out. There's way too much talent. And Andy Reid's way too good of a coach to let that talent go to waste. Unfortunately. Like, everyone who plays those guys are in for tough weeks over and over and over again.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, though. It's like, and remember, everything changes.
Everyone does change. From year to year in the NFL, everything does change.
From a snap, that whole thing can go downwards.
Chargers. You said you think they're going to regress?
Yeah. And I think they're one of the most complete teams in the NFL. Like you said, they're basically bringing back the same gang they had last year.
Melvin Gordon's still out.
Yeah, but Melvin Gordon wasn't. When Melvin Gordon was out last year because he was hurt, the two backups.
It hurt them. They hurt them.
Did it? I don't know.
Yeah, because remember, you got hurt like in the later half of the season, and that's when things just kind of went downhill.
They had some very tough games.
I guess, yeah.
And they beat the Chiefs without Gordon. Anyway, what I do think, though, is they're a year older.
They didn't really do anything in the offseason.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
They didn't do anything in the offseason.
They're a year older. Offenses are getting more dynamic. Their games to be harder. 12-4 is very hard in this league. And I don't think they're going to do it. That's not a good reason at all, is it? Just not again. Not two teams going 12-4 is so unprecedented in this league, right? In the same division, it's just like, and if one team has to fall off, you got to pick one. Like, I don't know.
The Broncos.
Cares. I like Joe Flacco though. You know what, man?
You know what? I don't like Flacco. I don't like him.
See?
Hang on, wait. I don't like him. Don't get me wrong.
What's wrong with Flacco?
He sucks. But
Harsh.
I was listening to somebody today, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you kind of could convince me that the Broncos would be good.
Here's the thing about the Broncos is the one problem they had. The problem they had is they didn't have a guy that could throw the ball. Joe Flacco can throw a football. If he can't do anything else, this guy can sling it to the left. He can sling it to the right. He can sling it far. He can sling it close.
I just don't like him.
Yeah, see, and I'm on the opposite. I like that guy, and I felt like he got the raw deal in Baltimore. But the young guys come in and take your job. That's how football works.
He was there how long before Jackson got there?
I know it's young guys come and take your job. Hey, Vinny Testaverde was quarterback before Tom Brady got there. Was it Vinny Testaverde? No. Drew Bledsoe,
yeah.
So, and he was their guy, but then he got hurt, and Tom Brady's better, right? It happens. Tony Romo was the guy. Dak Prescott came and took his job. I think that
Tony Romo wasn't.
he was the guy.
He was good. He was good. They built a team later around him. And it was too late for him.
He was that sometime-ish guy. He wasn't always that great. He was
a gunslinger.
He was on the fence.
Yeah, he was a gunslinger.
I don't know about that.
You want to say something about Broncos? You love Joe Flacco?
Hey, he's a decent quarterback.
He's decent.
He's decent.
I don't like
He's not bad. He doesn't suck.
And John Elway will take that. Remember Dusty Peyton Manning, broken neck. That guy won a Super Bowl.
They had a defense.
They had
a defense. He didn't do anything.
Denver has a defense.
All Peyton Manning had to do was not screw it up. They do have a defense.
Joe Flacco.
All Peyton Manning had to do was not screw it up.
And he tried his hardest
and he
to
didn't
screw up.
No, I don't think he did. I think he was too smart to not screw it up. But the Broncos do have a defense.
Yep.
They do. That's why I'm like, someone could make an argument,
yep.
and I would listen to say that the Broncos
I can't be convinced.
Could win, maybe be second.
And Joe Flacco is one step below true gunslinger.
We need to create a pot and put some loonies and toonies in
I
here.
don't think he is. I don't have that high. But someone could tell me, I'm like, and I can't really disagree.
Right? All I'm saying is I believe it.
Joe Flacco in a new environment, better defense.
Here's the problem.
Could be better.
This division, they have 4 games already that they're probably going to lose. If they pull out one Chargers victory, then I'm like, oh, it's respectable. You can't expect them to beat the Chiefs twice. I don't expect them to beat the Chiefs once. In fact, I will. If someone told me a 21-point spread in both those games, even in Denver, I would take that. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see.
So, and the Raiders, they're basically just throwing away the season, right?
So if they don't give Brown his money, because here's
no. So did you actually hear? See, we were talking about this in the group chat.
Yeah.
Do you know why they're trying to take away his money? He threatened the GM.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Did you say it in the group? Okay,
yeah.
maybe
When you go at the GM, there's probably a different set of rules that like you probably can't do that because now you're talking about like officials. If you and the coach have a spiff, that's probably like conduct detrimental. When you're going at the head office, it could be a different.
I thought. See, the whole thing I thought they were talking about was through this whole stuff where he didn't want to show up for games.
Yeah,
I thought they were trying to take away his money on that.
Right.
I was like, that doesn't seem right.
Oh yeah.
But then I heard he threatened the GM.
So the GM fined him. So the GM signed a letter with all his fines he takes this year. So he took $40,000 in fines for everything he did, and he lost it basically. And they were like, "Oh, they could void his contract on that." And I was like, "Yeah, there's probably something in there, right?"
Obviously,
probably that.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
The Players Association is probably a rule.
You can't walk up and go, "Yo, whatever he said." I don't know what he said. You can't do that.
Yeah. So like and now he's at home probably crying.
He's not going to play week 1
because he's not going to play this week, and they're deciding what they're going to do with him. Now, I think John Gruden wants Antonio Brown in Las Vegas when they go over there.
Of course he does.
So I think,
but is Antonio Brown going to be there?
Yeah, I think they're gonna figure this out because he really wants Antonio Brown in Vegas. And I have a hot take, but I don't know if you guys are ready for how hot this take is.
Hang on. I'm gonna ask you. Well, I'll ask Mark this question. If you were the GM, would you want Antonio Brown on your team?
No. I'll make this statement general across all sports. Any character of that magnitude, you don't want.
But again, it's only shown up in the last 2, maybe 3 years.
I understand, but this is now, you can almost say this is the climax of it.
Yep.
Like to the point, like he's caused this much problems and you haven't even put on your real jersey yet and played a game yet.
Yeah.
and you've caused this much, you can only imagine now once the season starts if another guy gets under his skin.
But you know what happened?
But there's red flags all over this team.
Of course.
John Gruden, to me, hasn't proven that he's a good coach.
Nope.
Not yet. Derek Carr, do you think he's a good quarterback?
Nope.
And you got all this Antonio Brown stuff. This team ain't going anywhere.
The recipe for disaster.
But we knew they weren't going anywhere. When they got Antonio Brown, we knew it wasn't going anywhere. At least Antonio Brown got his money.
When they got Antonio Brown, I thought they were moving towards being respectable. I thought they were. Until all that. Then I'm like, okay, he's piling up now.
Yeah. Now, when they made last year and they traded Toomer and they traded Khalil Mack, I knew they were tanking. Right?
Oh, that year, 100%.
Right.
I'm talking about this year.
Yeah.
I knew they were tanking that year, but I'm talking about just this year.
You get picks, you get talent. You're supposed to go out and get young. They went and got Antonio Brown. And I think that Gruden thought...
Well, you had to. What was it, third round pick?
Yeah.
You had to get him. You had to get him.
But Gruden thought he was more respected. He thought, I can control him.
I don't know what Gruden
He
thinks.
thought he was more respected than Mike Tomlin. He was like, I'm John Gruden. He's got to come play for me. And he misjudged. And now his team's going to sacrifice because of it. But they're not in Vegas till next year.
Yeah. And you had a hot take?
Hot take. Tom Brady put up his house for sale.
He's not going to Raiders.
I think.
Okay, Mark. Anyway,
No. Just let me finish it because it's so hot. I think that Tom Brady will leave the Patriots for his last year. He will be the first quarterback in Las Vegas.
He's not going to Raiders.
Because Las Vegas is a big deal for the NFL because sports betting will be in full swing.
I'm going to give up.
What?
Say it out loud. I'm going to give up. Sorry, why am I forgetting the coach of the
Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick? I don't know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Brain fart. I'm going to give up Bill Belichick for John Gruden.
No. He's going to throw the football in Las Vegas for their first year. Because it's that big to the NFL. That's my take. That's it. Tom Brady to Antonio Brown.
That will be the single worst take he has as a show,
Smythe
Mark.
has to be one of the most doltish people.
No. All I'm saying is the wheels are turning. I think that is Gruden's master plan, and I think Tom
in the
Brady's
wrong direction. Anyway, anything else you want to speak on this division, Mark?
No, just the whole AB thing, man. Yo, cut him loose. Let him go play in the Arena Football League or something, man.
Get him out of here.
Another NFL team.
Let him go play in the XFL. He'll fit in there nice.
Another NFL team. They're not going to pay him $30 million, but another team will play. Let's move over to NFC East. Do you want to lead us off on this one, Smythe? NFC East.
Is it the most interesting division in football?
No, because there's only two teams.
Do you two?
Two.
Okay.
Don't even tell me about the other two. No way.
Now here's what I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say is there's gonna be a lot of very tough games. Nobody wants to stop Saquon Barkley all day long. Nobody wants to play Zeke all day long. And nobody wants to see the Eagles ever.
Start on one team. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with Dallas.
All right.
America's team.
Zeke got his money.
Yes.
Finally.
Jerry Jones paid everybody but
except Dak.
Right. And Amari Cooper, he can wait. And it's not because he's not going to get paid. He's going to get his.
Don't say they're not going to get paid. It's depending on how much you're going to pay. How much are you going to pay Dak? He's going to get paid.
Right.
$30 million minimum. Apparently he wants more.
Do you think that Dak is worth $30 million?
Okay, this is the mistake everyone makes. You start comparing Dak Prescott to every other quarterback in the league.
Yep.
That has nothing to do with Dak and the Cowboys.
Yep.
Is Dak Prescott the best option at quarterback the Cowboys can get? Yes. The answer is yes. They can't. Aaron Rodgers is not walking through that door. Jared Goff is not walking through that door. So you have to pay him accordingly. And $30 million is the minimum you can probably pay this guy. He's going to get it, and apparently he wants more. I don't know if he's going to get more. You have to pay him because you're not getting anyone better unless you draft him.
Do you think the Dallas Cowboys can go in the draft and go find a better quarterback? Because Dak Prescott's a third-round pick.
It's too risky. Look how many teams try to do that and they fail.
Yep.
It's too risky. You have a guy, you pay him. You have him now, pay him. The team can win. The team can play. Now they're going to run the ball a lot with Ezekiel Elliott. That's pretty much their offense.
But they always ran the ball.
Yeah. The Cowboys are the equivalent of the Seahawks back in the day.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yes. Their offense was just Marshawn Lynch run the ball. Wilson, don't screw it up.
Can you Can you compare Dak Prescott to Russell Wilson?
No.
Yeah. Right? And you know what? And
No.
I'm starting the conversation right there. He's not the same caliber of quarterback.
They don't have to be that.
What you said is very fair. There's nobody else. He would like his money. You have to pay him.
Yes.
And that's his angle.
Yeah.
And I think Jerry Jones is saying,
He's going to pay him.
I know, but I think Jerry's like, this is the guy where I'm going to try to squeeze him. No one else can be squeezed. You can't squeeze Amari Cooper. You can't squeeze Zeke. You can't squeeze. Who do they pay on defense? I'm sorry, I don't know. I should have.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not looking.
Point is, you can't squeeze him. Those guys are great players. Dak Prescott is a 3rd round pick who's having a great career on the back of Ezekiel Elliott. Because when Zeke doesn't play, he's a 500 quarterback. His numbers get worse. You got to squeeze there. I get it, Jerry Jones. I just don't know if you're going to get it done.
You think you want to speak on the Cowboys, Omar?
I don't know. I guess in the midst of that conversation, you said you compared Dak to Russell.
DeMarcus Landry.
Yes.
My thing is, even just like with quarterbacks in general, when you say, okay, you got to pay the guy, but is he the guy you want? Is he the right quarterback for the offense that you want?
Yes.
Talk to him. Don't talk to me.
Yes.
I'm asking the question.
I'm just speaking.
I know he's saying pay him. He's saying pay him.
You have to pay him.
But, no, but I'm saying is, you're gonna pay him, but is he the quarterback for that team, for the offense you want? Like for the O-line that you have, for the running back that you have, is he the quarterback that's gonna suit you best?
Yes. Is he Aaron Rodgers? No. But he's the best you can get. That's it. And
You
he's
can't
good.
get
He's
Aaron
not bad. He's not a bad quarterback, but he's the best you get. And you have to pay him correct wages. $30 million is going rate.
Correct wages.
That's what quarterbacks are getting.
I do like that.
That's what quarterbacks are getting. You have to pay him that. So, and you can't go, oh, but that guy over there is not getting paid $30 million. That doesn't matter. I'm over here. That doesn't matter. I'm here.
Because what I compare it to is Carson Wentz, right? Same draft year, whatever. Is he worth Carson Wentz money? I think the Eagles overpaid for Carson Wentz. But who am I to say that? Yeah, I know. So here's what I got. I got Dallas winning one less game than last year and being 9-7.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. No, they won 10 last year.
Yeah. So one less game.
Oh, you said less. I think you said one more.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No. And I'll tell you because when we get to Philly, I'll just tell you what I think is going to happen. Should we talk about Philly next?
Might as well.
No, continue. Finish with Dallas.
Oh, no, that's it. I think they're going to go 9-7. They might miss the playoffs at 9-7.
Not really relying on Sean Lee anymore. Did you remember those on-off numbers like 2 years ago with Sean Lee?
Yeah.
It was horrible. Like, if Sean Lee didn't play, they didn't win. But now he's older. He's probably not even going to start. So, I think the Cowboys are much improved. I think my only beef with them is Jason Garrett.
Oh, yeah. I hate him. I think he's the reason why this
good.
team does it. And if they didn't have the talent, they'd be...
No.
That's a 12-win football team. They have 12-win talent.
For them to be successful, he has to stay there the whole time, doesn't he? You can't just fire him in the middle of the season. I don't know why he's still there. I think they're waiting for coach of the Saints. Why am I drawing on blanks here? Coach of the Saints, Sean
Payton? To go coach the Cowboys?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good take. That's almost as good as my Tom Brady going to Vegas take.
No, it's better here. Sean Payton. Yeah, I think they're waiting on Sean Payton to actually come in.
Come in? Wow. I don't know. I have no idea.
But he's not good, and they have to rely on him. You can't fire him midway because that means the season's done.
Yep. I don't know what you're
And they're going to run Ezekiel into the ground.
Yep.
Which I'm sure he's fine with it because he'll be fine taking all his carries and whatnot.
Well, until if he gets hurt.
So I don't know. Eagles.
It's my boys.
Should I just put down the mic and let you talk?
I said it's here whenever.
You got your championship.
So the thing about this Philadelphia Eagles team is they bring...
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
This just recently happened in the last couple of years now. What was more important to you? Eagles winning or the Raptors winning? Smythe.
For me personally?
Yes.
Eagles.
Really?
I've been a fan of them longer. It's just one of those, like... And the thing about the Raptors is the
Not to make
Raptors
this about basketball.
had the best team in the NBA from what I saw. So a showdown with Golden State was great. And then Golden State was hurt and we were just better, so we win the championship. The Eagles didn't have their quarterback, and they went through tremendous adversity in bringing Nick Foles, their quarterback, from 4 years prior back to be the Super Bowl MVP.
All right, speak up now. What do you think this year?
This Philadelphia Eagles team is completely stacked, front end, offense and defense. The only place where they're not, I think, NFL caliber is that linebacker. And that's offense, defense, special teams, everything. Their linebackers are young and they can use a bit of help. The rest of this team is just lights out. They're coming at you consistently, a 4-3 attacking defense. They're coming downhill at you. You got to throw. They got great quarterbacks in the back. They got great safeties. They're going to hit medium, tall. They don't really hit that hard, but whatever. They're all over coverage. The offense can be dynamic. I'm not sure what Deshaun Jackson brings, but Nelson Aguilar is the best slot, I think, in the league now. Okay, sorry. We still have Endelman. He's you know what? I apologize immediately, but if he's top three, he's top three. Okay, Nelson Aguilar in terms of possession receivers, way up there. Deshaun Jackson is such an annoying, slippery threat of a pie. You still have Zach Ertz, who catches 100 passes a year. You bring in a power back in Howard over from Chicago, 3 years, 1,000 yards rushing in a row. This is tailor-made to be just a massive monster. The only problem I really have is I don't know how good Carson Wentz is going to be. Tore his ACL in his MVP season, hasn't been the same since. This guy has to stay up because there's no more backups. There's no Nick Foles to depend on now. So if Carson Wentz tries to be a hero and gets hurt, again, this team is done, which is why I think they're going to be conservative and they're not going to win as many games as...
You mentioned Jordan Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you mentioned Jordan Howard. All right, I wasn't sure.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
for me, the X factor is having a power back. They don't have to run with a scat back now running it. I mean, and Darren Sproles is still there, but Darren Sproles is 100 million years old, and I don't know why he's on the team.
This is what I believe about Carson Wentz. Before he got hurt, everyone thought he was...
No, he was.
He was.
We were watching it.
He was probably, what? Yeah, he's one of the best quarterbacks.
He was the best player in the league that year.
I think his injury is 2-year injury. Remember, I always have this theory about major injuries.
Yep.
2 years. Always takes 2 years.
Recovery year.
I think this year, you're going to see him come out to be that quarterback that we thought.
There's so much talent that if he does, I can't even put it on his back. I can't say he's great. I'm going to say the guys around him are just so good. He has to put it in our hands.
And he says all the right things.
Oh, of course.
Because he openly said, yeah, the players did like Foles. Now I'm working to get that kind of respect in the locker room. He says all the right things. And I think he's that talented. So I do believe this year you're going to see that Wentz you saw before.
Now, all that being said, Eagles 10-6 this year. Them and Dallas just flipped the one game, that's the division.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. You want to say anything about the Eagles, Omar?
Nope. I think Smythe said it all. That's his team, boy.
My boys.
It's like talking about Melo.
Smythe, you said that this division is 3 teams?
3 teams.
Who's the third team? Don't say the Giants.
No, I'm not going to say the Giants. I think the Reds.
Are you chopped?
I know. And everyone's like, sorry. Anyway, the R's, that team from Washington, they're always tough.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they play tough. Like
Gruden's gonna get fired.
Oh yeah. So
what are you talking about? Gruden's gonna get fired this year. He's going to get fired this year.
Now, the only thing I don't think they can win 10 games, so I don't think they're. But I think that they're not gonna. Dallas won't go and blow them out. Philly's not gonna go blow them out. They're gonna be a tough team. They still have good pieces there. They're gonna run the ball.
Now we say
well.
they're gonna be a tough team.
Yeah,
they're just gonna be tough to play, but we'll still beat them.
They're gonna be they're 7-9
or they
last
might
year.
Sneakily win 9 games.
No, I don't know. I can't see them winning 9. Like 7-9, I feel like they're gonna stay exactly there. But I think they take a game from Dallas. They take a game from Philly.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe one of those two. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, we gotta go there.
5 wins out of them. That's
5.
Maybe 6.
The Giants had 5 wins.
I was gonna say 4, but I said 5. So
maybe 6. This team is it's done. It's done. They're gonna fire Jay Gruden. And that's it.
They're gonna fire him. Change the name.
I don't know why they don't fire change that. They can change it to the Washington Americans, and they can keep the logo. Boom. Problem solved. Ooh. Keep the colors, keep the logo, keep everything, and problem solved. Whatever. Giants. Anything I want to say about the Giants? Saquon Barkley, probably the best running back in the game today might end up being one of the best running backs ever.
On the worst team.
No.
Eli Manning sucks.
When Daniel Jones takes over, and he will.
Is he playing this year?
They won't like him to, but I think he will. And the reason why I think he will is
it might be smart. Actually, it might be smart not to play this year. It might.
Hey, look at Mahomes.
It might be smart not to play this year.
But I think that Eli Manning is going to sit maybe 4 or 5 weeks in and be like, listen, I'm hurting this team by being on the field.
He doesn't do that.
No, listen.
He doesn't do that. Remember that one time they took him out and it was an uproar?
Well, he started had that 200 games in a row. Yeah. I mean,
he doesn't do that.
But I mean,
I think this is his swan song year.
I think you start him and then you take him out. Why are you gonna do that and ruin his streak? Let him have his streak and then see what the kid's got. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I think that 5 games in, he's gonna give up the reins.
Eli's gonna give it up?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yo, this guy has 2 Super Bowls, eh?
I'm aware of that.
He's got a legacy to protect. He's got a legacy to protect.
It's easy to forget.
Anyone can win 1. He has 2.
Anyone can win 1?
Yeah.
Anyone can win 1?
Trent Dilfer.
I guess.
If
Point proven.
I was gonna say Cam Newton.
Yeah. If he looks really bad, you know what though? About Cam's won everything else but a Super Bowl. If he's the only guy to do it on all 4 levels, which I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure if you actually think about it, there's probably more. But yeah,
no. He'll literally be the first guy.
Carson Wentz, technically has a Super Bowl. But
no one, because he has national championship, the highest whatever. I'm not.
Oh,
sure.
you mean on every level? Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
He'll be the first guy to ever win at every level. The first guy to ever do it.
But will Cam get it?
But he went once. He said he says he's healthy now. He hasn't been healthy in a long time.
Yeah.
We'll get to him.
You guys want to talk about Washington? You want to talk about Washington Giants? Mark?
No, their teams are
They don't.
They're not worth my speak.
4 or 5 wins apiece for both of them. That's my speak.
NFC North. This is another tough division.
This I think is the toughest one to call.
This is another tough division. So okay, wait. Let's get the loser out of the way. Does anyone have the Lions winning?
No.
Division, no. And you know what, man?
Matt Patricia's gonna get fired, isn't he?
Yeah, and Stafford's done. Like it's not. It's like what do you want from the guy?
He has a lot of aches and pains, but he's still gonna play every game
Of course,
because that's Matt Patricia.
because it's Eli Manning without the Super Bowls. But like, he's done. Get a new quarterback. Like it's time. You go get a young quarterback in there.
Well, this team's up for change. They're gonna fire Matt Patricia.
Think they're gonna get rid of him?
Yeah.
Stafford,
they might. Yeah, they'll probably get rid of him.
right?
Yeah,
He should be Miami. He should be Miami's quarterback this year. That's where he's at.
That's where quarterbacks go to die.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And like nothing's wrong with it. He just had a long time, and he's not that guy. You know, like he has good games with those. Like you got rid of his talent. His talent, literally, like Megatron was like, I just don't want to play anymore. Like I'm tired of just like
tired of losing.
Well, I'm tired of you throwing the ball as hard as you can. I have to run catch it, and guys are hitting my ribs and hurting me. Whatever. Like I'm done. When your talent walks away,
yeah, that's a sign.
You know,
that's a sign. All right, so no one has lines. All right, so let's go to the 3 teams that are very
the 3 teams.
The 3 teams that are, I think they're hard. And I was juggling this in my mind. Bears.
That's my division winner.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You see how Tannehill looked? Yes, sir.
Trubisky?
Trubisky, sorry. Tannehill.
You know what? Trubisky. It was a good comparison. You said Tannehill, and I was like, yeah. Yeah. He looked like Tannehill. He did not look good. He looked like he didn't play enough in the preseason. And the young guys, I don't care what anyone says, if you're 2-3 years in the league, you need reps. When the season starts, you can't walk on after 4 weeks off and go play NFL football.
Have you seen their schedule?
Yeah.
Second hardest schedule in the league.
Yeah, but they all have the same schedule, so it doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Like the Bears, the Vikings.
No, they don't have
the
Packers.
Packers. Yeah, they all play the same teams.
No, they have to play within their division, but they don't have the same schedule.
Yeah, man.
The Bears have the second hardest schedule in the league.
They all play the same.
Packers, Broncos, Washington, Vikings, Raiders, Saints, Chargers, Eagles, Lions, Rams, Giants, Lions, Cowboys, Packers, Chiefs, Vikings.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, they're all going to play the same teams. So the schedule, it's not so much the schedule.
Go on.
I think that Trubisky's going to catch, not fire, he'll turn into himself, we'll say.
What is that?
I think he's a good quarterback. I don't think he's elite. We're going to talk about tiers, and I think you have him in the right place. But I think on the Bears team, where they're going to stop you, if you're going to score 10, 15 points, he can put up enough to win games.
So last season, I think the Bears led the league in creating turnovers.
Yeah.
So what that meant was Trubisky had great field position all the time.
And the most possessions, right?
Yes,
and that's
all the time. Do you think the defense is going to repeat that?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Well, okay, maybe not number one, but there'll be 2 or 3. That's a very.
It was a lot of turnovers, man.
I know, but it's a good defense. So
the defense is good. I don't get me wrong. I'm not even questioning the defense. Khalil Mack, if you saw the game yesterday, he was giving those
everywhere.
Fits. He was everywhere.
But now, can Trubisky put up 15 to 20 points a night? I think he can.
I don't think he can.
See. Now, I also think they won't win 12 games, but I think 11 or 10 is enough to win the division, and I think they're going to take it. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think Green Bay's going to take it.
Ugh.
This division? All right, so we got Green Bay. Go on, Mark. You were saying Green Bay?
Oh, no, Green Bay's always been that solid team. Like, again, it goes back. Remember, it goes back to what I said. There's always a team that is established.
Packers?
I'm not saying when I say established, I don't necessarily mean they're great. If you can always make the playoffs, what are you? You're an established team. You're doing something right that you can always make the playoffs. And I'd rather you make the playoffs every year, regardless if you lose in the first round, in the wild card round. I know that only one or two pieces need to be adjusted for me to get over that hump, then to blow it up and rebuild it.
Packers have a new coach.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers didn't take a single preseason snap.
Didn't want to.
That's why this week was bad. They will be better. We talked about how good their defense is already.
Yeah, which I didn't realize they were going to be that good.
Yeah. Oh, we know what though? They were saying the other day, they're like, this year the Packers went out and got young, hungry guys instead of getting old, established guys.
Yeah.
Youth is a thing, and it works. And if you have, their coordinator knows what he wants to do. If you have guys you can plug in that you could teach instead of guys that come in and think they know what they're doing, you're going to do good on defense. I think they have that solved finally. Aaron Rodgers has to get better. There's no way he's going to be 10 points ever again this entire season, for sure. He's my fantasy football quarterback, and that was horrible. They're going to be good, but good for them is going to be 10, 11 wins. I don't think they're going to be this stellar, unstoppable force. They don't have that kind of offense. The ball is going to be a problem for them the entire year, which means Aaron Rodgers has to throw. He got sacked like 5 times last week. He can't take 60, 70 hits. He's just not going to be a happy camper.
This is the thing. Packers is always that popular pick. Yeah. Everyone's going to pick the Packers. Everyone picks the Packers. Aaron Rodgers played 16 games last year. He was there the whole time. And if you look at the record, you would think he wasn't there. He was there the whole.
I mean, he was playing hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt. He was playing there the whole time. Yep. There's 2 athletes in sports I'm just out on. I'm out. LeBron James, and Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
This Aaron Rodgers, you're gonna start seeing it. It's not gonna end pretty.
You think this situation, the new coach,
the ways, his attitude nowadays, it's not gonna end pretty. I'm just out on the Packers, man.
I don't hate Aaron Rodgers, but like for what people think he is,
he's talented. No, he was super talented, super talented. His team was not that great, and McCarthy might have been over his head.
Yeah,
but he was arguably the most talented person at QB ever.
See, like when people say that, I'm like, listen, man.
Tom Brady had a great situation going on.
But I'm not. First of all, Tom Brady's the GOAT, but he's not the most talented.
Correct.
Okay.
And there's a difference.
I think Big Ben is more talented than Aaron. And I got to take first.
Really?
Yeah. Step one is Aaron Rodgers has one
Hold on a second. Would you rather have Drew Brees or Big Ben? See, right there, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm like, you can't put Big Ben up there.
No, here's why, though. I want a footballer. Because Drew Brees is great in small. Drew Brees has had 4 or 5 good seasons.
He's had a lot of good seasons.
4 or 5 good seasons.
They always make the playoffs. The Saints always make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's great. But 4 or 5 good seasons.
Okay.
He runs out, he throws the ball. The team live or die by what Brees does. Ben Roethlisberger he makes a running back great. He makes the receivers great.
Rivers are Big Ben.
Ben.
That's really close for me.
No, really but I take Ben for different reasons. I take Ben because if you blitz 7, you bring 7 at Ben. Ben still might not go down.
Yeah, you might.
He still might make it.
He's a big guy.
If I have a lot of talent, I need a quarterback that's going to stand up and make throws.
Being big doesn't mean he's good.
No. But I'm saying in terms of like
He's good. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. He is good. He's of the last
but
generation.
He's not good because he's big.
Yeah.
I see that. I see what you're saying. But I think that with Ben, you got a physical
Wells is like
specimen.
yelling.
Yeah. Well, you have the throwing, but you also have that physical in him, right? You can make plays that he has to make. Anyway, where are we?
Rodgers, you were saying that he's overrated.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, and he's talented, but I think he doesn't elevate the team. Like if the team is bad and Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback, the team's still bad.
That's part of what I'm talking about.
Right?
It's not Rodgers is that guy. It's like I threw the ball.
Yeah.
We lost. That's not my fault.
Yeah.
I threw the ball. Why didn't you catch it?
Yeah.
Threw, like that's what Rodgers seems like, especially in his later part of his career now. That's why I'm like, it's not going to end.
Now the winning's not there. Yeah, and the GOAT.
It's not that the winning is not there. This is his attitude, period.
Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah, he has bad attitude. And like the GOAT's like, can you run a slant? Yeah, come play on my team.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the GOAT. You will catch the ball. Why? Because I threw it. That's
Vikings.
I don't know, man. I'm not a Kirk Cousins guy. I didn't like him in Washington. I don't like him now. I feel like he can throw the football, but I don't think he's a dynamic player. And he's making dynamic player money, and they're going to suffer.
Now, their offensive line was horrible last year.
Yep.
And they did fix that now because they got that center, Bradbury. Yeah, they got that new center, Bradbury, which I think they fixed the line now. So
it's one guy.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Very true. You know what?
Truly, if
very
you
true.
Really, truly, if you pointed out an offensive line, you go, "What makes the offensive line good?" I was like, "I don't know, that guy."
Yeah.
I guess
the guy that blocks.
There are some guys that stand out, obviously.
Yeah,
but right. Sometimes it's
one thing.
Just plug that one guy in, and all of a sudden everything.
And it'll get fixed.
So I think their offensive line is good. Give a quarterback some time, and all of a sudden you'll see an awesome quarterback. I have Vikings winning this division.
Oh, that's good. So my problem with the Vikings is that they send guys at Cousins all the time. When you play the Vikings, you basically instead of
what did you say?
They send guys at Cousins consistently. They just blitz him all the time.
Oh, when you said the Vikings send people to
Oh, no,
Cousins,
sorry.
so that's why I got me confused. I was
No. The Vikings, they play aggressive, but I mean, people just send guys at Cousins consistently. Yeah. You have Adam Thielen, you have Stephon Diggs.
That's what I said. The offensive line was crap. That's why it was easy to get to.
If you have 5 guys blocking and 7 guys blitzing, someone's coming free, right?
Yeah.
And Cousins can't make those throws with the pressure on him. At $30 whatever million a year, she'll make those throws.
I don't think the money makes tells you should make throws, but
they're
paying him as a going rate. That's the going rate for quarterbacks. You pay the guy the going rate. That's why I said $30 million is the going rate for quarterbacks.
But if
you
I'm
pay him $30 million.
$30
million doesn't make you Tom Brady. That's not what $30 million does.
For $30 million, $30 million make those throws.
No, $30 million says you're my quarterback. That's what $30 million says.
That is.
It doesn't make you Tom Brady.
That is the truest thing you just said. $30 million says you were playing quarterback for my team.
Yes, that's all it says.
Nonsense.
Right?
You can't give me $30 million and say, be Tom Brady. You can't do that.
Now, you're asking for $30 million, saying, I'm Tom Brady.
Healthy Dalvin Cook might help with that, but how long is Dalvin Cook going to be healthy if he's got to throw his check down every time?
Yeah.
Right? And that's what Minnesota's. So 8-7-1, they might do that again.
I think they might get 10-11 wins.
Yeah, we're totally.
Yeah.
You're taking wins away from the Bears, basically, and giving them to the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm not high on the Bears. I think you want to speak on these last two? Vikings, Bears, Packers, Mark?
The Vikings are that question mark team.
Mm-hmm.
We know Detroit's not.
Yeah. we almost have time. Yeah, they're done.
I've noticed that there's a certain city. All the teams that we have no hope on are just cities that you like. There's nothing there. Detroit. There's nothing in Cincinnati.
Hey, if they're not going to try. I'm not going to try either.
Now, okay, the South.
This is my division right here.
This division. You could tell me any of these teams, literally any of these teams, could win division. I believe you.
Except for one.
No, even them.
Oh, see, you thought I meant Tampa Bay, but I don't mean Tampa Bay.
Oh.
I don't even mean those.
Got him.
And now that you said that, I know exactly what team you're talking about. So let's talk about that team. The Panthers?
Yep. I don't believe Cam.
Convince me the Panthers are going to win the division. Because really, I have no reason why I think they should win the division, but I have them winning the division.
Christian McCaffrey had to do what no person should be asked to do last year for this team to be 7-9. He caught 100 balls,
Yes.
ran the ball 200 and something times, and Cam Newton's on the team. For Cam Newton,
It's almost like they kind of flip because Cam will run the ball a lot.
yeah.
But McCaffrey caught the ball
Oh yeah, all the time, and that
more than what he probably
yeah.
his position says he was.
and that
but
was
whatever.
their like dynamic.
But that's
whatever.
the new running backs now, right? You have to the new dynamic. Le'Veon Bell's the same way.
Yeah, but Le'Veon Bell again, another check down guy, right? Check down specialist. So he caught the ball back. But what I'm saying is that Cam Newton's supposed to be the dynamic player on this team, right? Because they don't have the receivers. I don't care who's receiving.
No,
they don't have that. So you have Kuechly, you have a decent defense, and they're not a good. They're decent, and then you're supposed to have McCaffrey and Cam, which is supposed to make the defense have to decide what to pick your poison sort of thing. But if Cam
was hurt last year.
I get it. Yeah, and it was a shoulder, so he couldn't so he couldn't throw the ball.
Yeah,
and I get that. But how good is he going to be this year? Is he going to be the guy that is the second running back this year? The answer is no. He's going to try to sling the football. He's going to try to throw the ball more. How good is Cam Newton
when he doesn't run
as a throwing quarterback?
I don't know.
Right? So that's the question. And I'm not saying I don't think he's good. I'm saying he hasn't done that before. So at an NFL level, I don't think he's prepared. I'll use the word prepared to throw the ball how other quarterbacks are throwing it. He's going to have
the traditional quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to switch back to running it. He may get hurt. And McCaffrey will have to catch 100 balls and run the ball 250 times again. How much?
You might have
how
to
long
give
can you
Cam
do that?
those maintenance days,
right?
To be able to stay healthy. I'm still picking the winning division.
They still my team. I mean,
I call the Panthers the Thunder of the Oklahoma City Thunder of football.
Wow,
that's
the OKC.
Because
are you talking
with the talent there, you go, yeah, they should win games. But Cam is like Russell Wilson. I like him a lot. Is he really that good? And I like him a lot.
He's okay, but it's because of his dynamic. He doesn't. He never focuses on one thing a lot. He's like, I can throw the ball. That's great. But I'm pretty good at running, so I'm gonna run the ball. But I should practice my throwing a little bit more once in a while, just to show him that I'm a quarterback.
Now,
still.
two shoulder surgeries.
Yep.
Oh, that's tough. I still have me in the division.
I feel he'll throw, but he's not gonna throw crazy. Because
if he can run, if him and McCaffrey can run, and McCaffrey's there catching the ball too as well, I think that's crazy offense.
I mean, it sounds like it'll work extremely well, but you just
because if they don't do anything, Rivera's gonna get fired this year.
Oh, this is it.
If they make the playoff, Rivera's fired. So,
but I mean, like, is if Cam doesn't have to run the ball, how well can he throw it? Can he throw it to win?
I don't know.
In this division, the other thing is you got 4 games against extremely good teams, and 2 against the Bucks.
Speaking of the Bucks,
I don't know what they're doing. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it.
Really?
Yeah, Jay, I don't get Winston. I just don't like. He's the number 1 pick, and I get you got to try. But remember, Jamarcus Russell in Oakland.
Mike Evans is a top receiver. Would you say?
Yeah, Mike Evans. Mike Evans is top 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was top. I was about top 5 was about to come out. So like, wait, hang on.
You know what though?
He could be.
I've never seen that guy with a great quarterback. I've seen that guy at Fitzmagic. He looked amazing. You imagine that guy had a good quarterback? And I'm not saying Winston's a bad quarterback.
As a person, horrible person.
Yeah.
As a talent, it's there. It is there.
That's fair.
It's there.
But when he's at his best day, is he top 20?
Quarterback?
Yep.
Yes, easily. He should be top 10.
Whoa.
On his best day.
Okay.
He should be.
Oh, okay. We disagree, but like, okay. Okay.
Based on talent?
Yeah. He's automatically the worst quarterback in his division, so that's already 3 being better than him.
Worse than Cam?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, he is.
Right? And I mean, and you know what? He can sling sometimes, but he throws a lot of picks when he slings. And when he's conservative, well, now Ivan doesn't get.
No, they have a really easy schedule.
It helps.
Like you could make your argument. This team could be maybe second in the division. You could make that argument. Yes, you could make the argument. They're not going to. I don't think. I'm too scared to put them up there, but they could.
Nope.
Because every year we say this about them.
I don't like Winston at all.
And this is like the 5th year, I believe, with Winston and that coach.
Yep. It's not,
so I don't know.
But I mean that division, you can make a lot of excuses playing that division.
You could.
You have 6 extremely hard games if you're the Bucs.
Right. They're not doing much.
Nope.
I'm giving them
The
like
schedule's easy though. The schedule is easy because they have that. Because like the NFL, you get that weighted schedule, and they did a lot of losing last year, so their schedule is a lot easier. Who do you want to go to next? Saints, Falcons.
Let's go to Saints.
Saints.
Can't win 13 this year.
See, Saints is. Who did I say this about? Oh, the Packers. Saints is another one of those teams everyone's automatically picking.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to win 12, 13 games. Automatically.
Nope.
I think it was like week 13, you started to see Breeze kind of not be Breeze anymore.
Yeah, but I mean...
Now, did age catch up to him and now he's going to fall off? I have him third in this division.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't see him falling off. I think Breeze will be Breeze. I think teams just figured them out, so they can't do that same stuff. Ingram's out. Latavius Murray's in.
And don't underestimate what happened to them last year either. That loss could be devastating to them.
Oh, yeah. That changes everything.
Yeah.
But I don't think it changed everything. I think they win 10 games. Does 10 make the playoffs for them, though? I don't know. And that's the thing that, like, you got to think about. They're going to be a very good team. The offense is still dynamic.
10 games will get you in the playoffs, for sure. If they win 10 games, they're in the playoffs.
Okay.
In the NFC? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess. What? Well,
so if you're saying 10 wins, that's playoffs. They're getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They'd have to win less than 10. But I just think it just comes down to like back-to-back 13-win seasons is really hard, and that's the same reason why the Chargers can't win 12. Just they did it last year, and there's already great teams in the division. I think the Saints have 2 other potential 10-win teams in the division, so it's gonna be hard for them. No other evidence.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Falcons.
Oh, see, the Falcons have one problem right now.
Which is?
Julio Jones said he's not playing without a new contract. If he doesn't put on a uniform for week 1, they're in trouble.
They're still good.
They are good.
They need Julio Jones. Now, this is my thing about the Falcons. Where did they finish last year? 7-9.
Yep.
Last year, their defense had 38 games missed due to injuries.
Yep.
And Ryan Tannehill took the most sacks.
Matt Ryan took most sacks.
Matt Ryan. Why am I mixing up names? I'm sorry.
Most sacks of anybody
of his career.
Oh,
of his career, not of everywhere. Of his career.
That's fine.
He's never taken.
So that means last year, to me, was an anomaly. They're better than what they showed last year.
Okay.
So you might now Julio needs to come back.
If Julio's not playing, this team's a wash. Unless they got to pay him right away.
Which I think they're gonna pay him.
Yeah,
they'll pay him. So I think this team is a lot better, or will be a lot better than what we saw last year.
Yeah.
7-9. 10, 12 wins. Easy. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree or not.
I picked them in the division.
Oh, okay. So you do agree with me.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with that. I just think, and I think Matt Ryan, I don't even think he's good. I think he's consistent.
He's very good.
And I think he always had talent around him. So he should not perform. There should be a time when this guy has like a horrible game. There's just too much there for him to play bad. And I also think that they've figured out for 3-4 years now. This offense has been dynamic for 3 to 4 years. They should be a good team. But this year, I think they should be a little angry because, like you said, last year they completely missed the ball.
Mm-hmm. Anything you want to speak on this, Mark?
I don't
Saints, Falcons, Bucks.
I don't see the Falcons doing much. I think they're gonna just break even.
Wow.
What, 8-8?
Yeah. One more win than last year. Hey, you're seeing improvement.
But you said the whole situation right now is like if he doesn't sign.
So if you're saying if he doesn't sign, they're 8-8. What if he does sign?
I think regardless if he signs or not, they're still gonna.
Yeah. Oh wow, no way.
Okay. But I have that take on guys that refuse to play and refuse to suit. They're like, I'm great.
Sometimes that could hurt a team.
But I said, like, you like it because if I haven't practiced all season, if I haven't practiced all preseason, I know how to get going. So week one's my training camp.
I don't think he's holding out. I think he just said, "Hey, I don't know if I could play without a new deal." So he was like doing all the warm-ups and stuff, and he's like, "I'm just not gonna play." Like now, like he said, like yesterday. I was like, "Oh no." Anyway,
all right. North. We'll go first really quick.
West.
Sorry.
NFC West is last division.
Sorry, I wrote down North. I said North. It's West. Sorry, I'm just screwed up all the time. West. Sorry, North. Let's do this really quick. So we got Rams, Seahawks, 49ers, Cardinals. Do you guys think the 49ers or Cardinals are going to do anything?
Jimmy G has a lot to prove.
Got a lot of money for 5 games.
This is a lot, and there's a lot on his plate.
But the team's not good.
And he's not. Well, the team's not bad.
The team's not good though.
They're very fast.
They're better than the Cardinals.
Well,
that's all I'll say about that. They're better than the Cardinals.
But like, I mean, Jimmy G's got to show me what he's got this year because they are banking on him. I never liked him, but we're gonna see.
It was only 5 games, really.
Forget it. I didn't like him when he was with the Patriots either. I didn't think there's nothing dynamic about this guy that San Fran paid him, and I think they made a mistake. I think it's gonna cost them for years and years to come. But you know what? Getting out of that division is impossible right now. Anyway, so who cares?
Yeah. Do you believe in Kyler Murray on the Cardinals?
No.
And neither do I.
You know what? And nothing against Kyler Murray. He's really small. They're bringing a college offense to the NFL, and we've seen when Chip brought it to the Eagles. But the Eagles have so much talent. If you give them open field, it's going to make sense.
Chip Kelly, I don't think had a fair chance.
No, well, you know what?
What was it, a year and a half?
Well, the problem with Chip is Chip came in and Chip went and
everything.
He messed with the talent. Yeah. If you have a team that's crazy talented, don't mess with the talent. He went and got a Kiko Alonso. Yeah. And he let Jeremy Maclin walk. And I'm like, for what? You trade LaShawn McCoy and you brought in. Exactly. They had no running back out. Yeah. Anyway, he made a mess situation through personnel.
Yeah. That was a couple years ago.
Coaching was great.
So, Cardinals, I don't believe in Kyler Murray. Seems like you don't.
But now, do you think Kyler Murray's not good, or do you think the system's trying to implement?
I don't like Kyler Murray. He's too small. I don't. Then again, you shouldn't be thinking about it that way now because there are quarterbacks that come in the league and they've completely changed. Yes, exactly. They completely changed it. I just don't believe in Kyler Murray.
You don't think he's that guy?
No,
I don't think his IQ's there, and I think it takes time, and he's not going to get time because he's starting day one.
So basically, it comes down to two teams. Rams, Seahawks. Rams. They're winning this division. Cup's back now. And I kept on pounding last year when Cup got hurt. Yep. That's when the team completely changed.
Yep.
Now Cup's back, and apparently, he's faster.
I don't know how that happened. And he's better than ever.
I don't know how that happened, but apparently he's faster.
There's just so much of this defense just getting stretched between him and the other fast dude, Cook.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. And Jared Goff can throw the football. Mm-hmm. Jared Goff gets his reads almost done. I think McVay reads the field for him. And I think...
You think Gurley's going to be as good as he was last year?
No. I'm not even...
He has arthritic knees, but I really think he is.
So they said there's no limitations for him this week, but I also think they're going to hold him back. There's no need to waste him.
They should.
Right? There's no need to run him down this way. Because, listen, this team's going to win 11, 12 games no matter what they do, and I don't think the Seahawks are good enough to win those games. So you get a division no matter what. You had to go get C.J. Anderson run the ball for you, and he ran the ball great because your offense is that dynamic. Imagine they had Gurley in the Super Bowl. Just imagine they had him. Do you know what I mean? And that's what they got to think about from week one right now. Hey, man, this guy doesn't need to carry the
ball. Anything you want to talk about this division? Oh, Seahawks. Must be Seahawks.
They're going to do the same thing. They're going to win
probably
9-10 games.
Yeah, I think so too as well. Anything you want to speak on this division?
The Rams are winning, and it's a toss-up between the other three.
No, it's not a toss-up.
No, it's not a toss-up.
Seahawks be number 2. The other 2 teams don't have a chance.
All right,
just like last year.
Let me go back to AFC. You guys say your division winners and then your wild cards. If you got them up, that'd be great.
I do.
You got them up. Smythe, go.
North, the Browns. South, the Texans. East is the East. the Patriots. On the
He didn't
West,
say
the
Patriots.
Chiefs.
When he says East to the East, he said he means Patriots.
Yeah. And wild cards, I have the Chargers and the Steelers. So I don't have any surprises really in the AFC.
Okay. Your AFC, Mark? Division winners, their wild cards.
Yes. East, Patriots. Chiefs in the West. Browns in the North. Texans in the South.
Wow.
Colts in the Chargers.
Colts
and Chargers. Huh, well, I think we have the same. So East I have Patriots. North I have Steelers. South I have Jaguars. West I have Chiefs. My wild cards are Colts and Browns. NFC, Smythe.
Chargers. Wow.
Yep.
North, the Bears. South, the Falcons. East, the Eagles. West, the Rams. Wild card Saints. I have the Packers sneaking in. Again, no real surprises.
Mark?
East is the Eagles. West is the Rams. North is the Packers. Saints in the South. Got the Bears and the Panthers.
Bears
The
and Panthers. East I have the Eagles. Excuse me. North I have Vikings. South I have the Panthers. I don't know why. And the North I have the West I have the Rams. My wild cards are the Falcons and the Cowboys. Who's in your AFC Championship game, Mark?
I'm giving it the Patriots and the Browns.
Patriots and Browns. Who's in your NFC?
I got the Packers and the Eagles.
Who goes to the Super Bowl?
Well, not Smythe's team, that's for sure.
Wow.
I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna throw a wild one out there. I'd say it'd be the Browns and the Packers, man.
Browns and Packers. This guy thought he was thinking outside the box, and he goes and picks everyone else is picking.
Wow.
Browns and Packers. Who do you got? Your AFC and NFC.
AFC Championship game, Steelers versus the Chiefs. I really think the Patriots is not going to happen for them this year. NFC, Eagles versus the Saints.
Yep.
My Super Bowl is the future of the NFL. The Chiefs versus the Eagles.
Chiefs, don't say winner. I don't need a winner. Chiefs versus the
You know who's going to win.
We know who you're going to pick to win. AFC, I got Steelers versus Chiefs. NFC, I got Eagles versus Rams. Super Bowl, Steelers versus the Rams.
Ooh.
In our championship rounds, NFC and AFC, the team we all picked, Eagles.
Yep.
Eagles. So we all think highly of the Eagles here on this podcast. MVP Mark.
Mr. Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Again?
Why not, man? You got to show and prove again, right?
Smythe.
Baker Mayfield.
And I have Carson Wentz.
Whoa. Oh, I feel all giddy inside. I'd never pick him to win that award, but like, oh, look at you.
So we all are high on the Eagles.
You are high on the Eagles.
We are all high on the Eagles on this podcast. All right, so got a second part going on. We're going to just go through this quick. We're going to go through quarterback tiers right after this.
You can catch the Team Podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. So that includes Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and anywhere else you get yours. Also, hit us up on our favorite social media sites, which include Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my personal favorite, Tumblr.
All right, and we're back. So we're going to do, I post this on Instagram. We're going to do some quarterback tiers. So you guys can argue or not. I was talking with Smythe off mic. He already disagrees with some of my picks.
Yes.
So, but we're gonna see how we're gonna go. So basically, what I did, I basically ranked. Did you guys hear that? When I took that huge breath.
Here's what I'm gonna do, guys.
That was so weird. So basically, for the listeners at home, what I did was I made up 4 tiers of quarterbacks, and then I placed the quarterbacks I thought were appropriate within those tiers. And I'm putting everything in order, so I'm basically ranking the quarterbacks as I go along, too. So, we're going to start with tier 1, I guess.
Yeah.
So, we'll start with tier 1. I got number 1, Tom Brady. 2, Aaron Rodgers. 3, Drew Brees. 4, Patrick Mahomes. 5, Phillip Rivers, 6, Ben Roethlisberger. And 7, Russell Wilson. Any disagreements there? Anything that you would like to take down, put up? Mark, you feel like I swear you're going to say something?
No, I looked at it, and I looked at it prior to the show, and then now you said it like in person, I'm like, can't really go wrong because like
wow,
there's no one you would demote, move around.
No, because Patrick Mahomes, I feel he's in the right spot. Like him head to head against Rivers, I think Mahomes better than him.
The only reason I put Mahomes 4, yes, he's probably arguably the most talented guys right now because of his age and whatnot. But he hasn't done anything yet.
No,
wow. Okay,
anything. Just 1 year. It's 1 year. Look at all the guys. Look at all the guys I've put in this group.
Yeah.
Years on them.
So
years, and all of them have gone to at least one Super Bowl.
Yep. I think you can always be a homer for whatever team. You can switch these around, but 6 of these 7 picks is definitely your top tier.
Oh, so you would take one guy out?
There is a demotion
in your eyes, yes?
tier. Phillip Rivers
Really
had a chance last
He
year.
is arguably the most consistent one of those guys.
He had a chance to earn it last year when he went up against the GOAT. And what did he do?
Sorry, Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers never been to a Super Bowl either.
No, he hasn't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sorry.
He had a chance to get to one, and he had to beat the GOAT, and he laid an egg.
Wow, I think
and Tom Brady beat him by damn near 30 points in the first half. So,
see, I think if Phillip Rivers was on the Steelers, they would have more Super Bowls.
No, because I watched Phillip Rivers with a chance to take down Tom Brady, and I'm judging it all based on he had one shot to do it, and he laid an egg.
All right, so you demote Phillip Rivers to tier 2.
Everyone else has Super Bowls,
all
right? Except Mahomes, because he only had one shot, so I can't really say it.
So
this is
let's move on to tier 2, and you're gonna have to tell me where you place Phillip Rivers in tier 2.
Oh,
so let's go to tier 2.
Yep.
So I have Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, Cam Newton, Deshaun Watson, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford.
Yep.
Actually, no. I was gonna reverse them. No, I like Stafford there. So, Smythe, where would you put Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers
in tier 2 though. Above Matt Ryan.
He goes one below Matt Ryan.
One below Matt Ryan, so above Carson Wentz.
Yep.
Any disagreement in this tier, Mark?
No.
Really?
I don't
You
see
just look at you. You're happy-go-lucky.
Happy-go-lucky.
I've changed.
I thought the argument would have been Cam.
No.
Oh, that's fair. But he's been to a Super Bowl. You see. Mm-hmm. See, so the first tier is guys that won a Super Bowl.
It's not just Super Bowls. It's
I know
how they're playing and what they're doing.
I get it.
And you made this argument that they're going to lose the division based on Cam's play, and you just have no problem having him in tier 2.
I dropped him lower in tier 2, but I don't have a problem having tier 2. I would put Cam Newton at the bottom of tier 2, but Cam's been to a Super Bowl. Oh no, Stafford's getting demoted to tier 3. I don't know. I can't really see. Listen, Stafford's never been there. He's had 2 good years, and we can argue he had Megatron. We can't.
Stafford's been good though. He's never been bad.
Stafford's thrown for a lot of football yards.
Team sucks though.
He's never been good.
No. The team's never been good.
How many times has he won 12 games ever?
That's not his fault.
I throw the ball. Do they catch it? Right? All I'm saying is, like, I mean, if I'm looking at tiers of quarterbacks, we're looking for winners. Stafford's not a winner.
Tier 3.
That's the big one.
Yeah, it's a big one.
This
is a lot of average quarterbacks.
I looked at it like I felt when you posted it that it should have been only a limit of say 7 people, and that was it. I don't care if you.
Well, you can't have all the.
Well, the tiers what I base tiers on are quote unquote elite, even though I hate that word.
Yep.
Tier 2 would be like all stars.
Okay.
Yeah, tier 3 is replacement to average, and tier 4 is like good luck with those guys.
Well, yeah, but then that's what
tier 4 is spot on. By the way,
it makes sense now. Or even if you put like a pyramid, so your tier 4 would be your base. So yeah, you can have the 12 guys, but as you go up,
yeah,
the top of your pyramid is only going to be an elite amount of guys, right? But I see it, but it is kind of long though.
Tier 3. Cousins, Dak Prescott, Mitchell Trubisky, Jimmy Garoppolo, Nick Foles, Andy Dalton, Derek Carr, Jameis Winston, Joe Flacco, Marcus Mariota, Eli Manning, Sam Darnold.
The disrespect.
Even though Eli has one...
I hate Eli. And I put Sam Darnold below him. I can't stand him. Even if he was in his prime winning Super Bowls, I'd still have him in tier 3.
I have two changes for tier 3.
So you brought down Matthew Stafford. Where would you put him in tier 3?
Oh, yeah.
You probably still drop him.
And,
Yeah, you know what?
And
No,
who's
no,
pushing
no.
over?
He belongs above Andy Dalton. But Nick Foles belongs exactly where Stafford was.
You would put Nick Foles in tier 2.
Yep. That guy's a Super Bowl MVP.
That's a
care.
jump.
That
This guy jumped tiers.
I don't care. What has he done? What has he done outside that
He
year?
beat the GOAT.
What has he done outside that year?
He beat the Bears. I'm just telling you what he did.
Last year.
I'm just telling you what he did. This guy, and I'm not
Okay,
saying,
other than one game and 1 year, what has he done? Nothing.
hold on, no.
But,
in,
yeah,
in 2013, he had a good season.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. Yeah.
And I'm not. I'm saying to this year right now. Okay, he's not your top tier quarterback. I get that, but he doesn't belong with these guys.
Of course he does.
Kirk
Yes, he does.
Cousins,
Yes, he
I
does.
get no.
Dak
He's average.
Prescott.
He's average.
But to your comment, you're like, besides one game in 1 year, what has he done? Patrick Mahomes. Besides 1 year, what has he
No,
done?
you're not serious. You would gladly take Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
You
It's not
have
like
yours
a-
every
We
week.
don't have the
I
conversation.
know, I understand that, but watch the season start. You're like, yeah, Smythe. So about that Mahomes in tier 1.
I have another guy that should be promoted on this list.
Promoted?
Yeah, Joe Flacco's better than Andy Dalton. Come on.
So he's going to what tier?
Is he?
Yeah.
No, you're just
He
basically
belongs
because
in the tier, but he's moving up.
because you're saying that because he has a Super Bowl.
No,
But
no.
He didn't win the Super Bowl. He defensed it.
I'm saying that because Joe Flacco's a better quarterback than Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton in his prime was good. He was really good. The Bengals were good for a while.
When AC Green's hurt, how good is Dalton? Okay.
I'm trying to think of the year that he was hurt. No, you're talking about the last couple years.
Green's always hurt.
Yeah, but he's pretty good.
And
Dalton's
Dalton's
still
been
good.
trash ever since.
They haven't made out the first round, but they always made it to the first. They always made it to the
That's
playoffs.
true. They
They
get there.
always make the playoffs.
They did get
Except
there.
now, recently, they're not going
Yeah,
to.
they did get there a few years. You're right. But he's still better than him. Derek Carr, And, like,
he could be a tier 4 at what
because of what Eli Manning's done, I get where he is. But is Eli Manning tier
sucks.
3?
He sucks.
He's kind of. I think he's tier 4.
Out of
now.
the 2 years,
yeah,
what else? He leads the league in turnovers.
Yeah.
He's not good.
no.
I never thought he was good.
Yeah, that though.
He's good enough to still have a job.
So I do feel like he belongs in tier 4 now. That's the only that's the only other.
I'm just putting some respect on his name because he has 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I understand. You are giving the respect, but you have 12 quarterbacks in tier 3. You know, you could have.
There's a lot of average quarterbacks in the league.
It's true,
You can put them on a team, and your team will be all right.
and I feel like Sam Darnold's not hopeless enough to be a tier 4.
He's almost in tier 4.
I know he's right there.
He's getting there.
And he's going to
You
good
could have
place.
thrown him in there, and nobody would oppose you on that one.
If tier 3 had only 8 quarterbacks, I'd be okay with that. And
Tier
the rest
3?
of them, yeah,
The
you
rest
dump-
of them go down to tier 4?
yeah, I'd be okay with that. With
Who would
Flacco
you put
moving
to
up.
tier 4?
With Flacco moving up, I move
Sam Darnold, you could do. Derek Carr, maybe. Marcus Mariota, maybe. But
Eli.
kind of win.
Mariota,
Yeah.
Jameis Winston. Yeah, I'm Derek Carr's borderline, maybe.
Okay.
And I mean, if you did, I wouldn't. But I'm not mad at what you have because your tier 4 is almost perfect.
All right, tier 4, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Fitzmagic, Casey Keenum.
Josh Rosen, you didn't put him in there. But see, Josh Rosen's not even a starter, so now you have a non-starter in there. The fact that he made this list,
That's why I didn't say his name.
Oh yeah, okay. He should feel respected. We've been making the list.
Why
he should
even
feel
put him in the
respected.
tier? Why put him in the tier?
You know what's funny though? You have both Miami quarterbacks in tier 4. It's like there's just no hope here. I get it. This tier 4 is almost perfect.
What I meant to say was put Kyler Murray there instead of Josh Rosen.
Oh yeah, Colin Murray.
Kyler Murray.
I don't know what that.
Well,
Kyler Murray might be in tier 3.
Didn't you swing someone over to tier 4?
Yeah, I said I swing a lot of guys tier 4.
So, but now if you're
No,
swinging,
like for sure. Like you'd put Eli Manning in tier 4. I'd probably put Kyler Murray in
but
tier
if
3.
you're swinging over Eli, where's Eli staying in tier 4 then? If you're swinging over Eli into tier 4, where's he?
It doesn't really matter.
Where is he in the hope list?
It doesn't really matter.
You know what though?
He's below Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I just put him right below Lamar Jackson. But the thing about Josh
Maybe in
Allen,
Fitzmagic too.
I think Josh Allen could be a good quarterback. The thing about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, is they have that run pass mentality in them, and it doesn't win football games. We've seen it so many times. The one guy that made it work is Michael Vick, I guess, because Russell Wilson didn't run a lot, did he? How many times did Russell Wilson run for over 100 yards in a game?
I don't think a lot. He did run it quite a bit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would almost bet he never hit 100 yards rushing. Where Jackson Allen, Michael Vick ran a ton.
And Michael Vick ran a ton. Yeah. So
Were you giving me the time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So all right, so that's my quarterback tiers. And yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I got some picks. Oh, yeah, let's do some picks for this week. Because, the people love the picks.
Peeps love picks.
What are these
People
matchups
love the
this week?
picks. All right, so I'm going to pick random games. We're just picking them. You don't have to pick the spread or anything like that.
I'm not a gambling guy like that. Can't
Yeah,
pick spreads.
it's just picking the game, see who
I'm
wins.
not a spread guy.
So we got Bills at Jets. Who do you got in this one?
Taking the Bills.
Smythe.
Oh, the Bills.
My bad. My bad.
Mark and Smythe both have the Bills.
By at least a touchdown.
Really? I have
Yeah.
the Jets. I have the Jets. Steelers at Patriots. Who you got in this one, Mark?
Go with the Patriots.
Patriots. Who do you got in this one, Mark? Smythe?
I'm going to take the Steelers.
Steelers. I also have the Steelers.
Can I say why quickly?
Go ahead. No, sorry. You guys can say why. I keep forgetting. You can say why.
Josh Gordon, Demaryius Thomas don't have a lot of reps. I've never played together in the same field before. Gordon's coming out of suspensions. I don't think Bill Belichick has enough up his sleeve to overcome the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are ready to go. This will be the first training camp where they have their whole team ready to go from the get-go. And I think they practice super hard to come up the gate flying.
This is going to be one of the few losses that the Patriots get. Few. Because their schedule's not that hard. But I think I agree with you. I think the Steelers are primed and ready to prove last year wasn't their fault, and it was the guys that left. Chiefs and Jags. Who you got in this one? Smythe.
Chiefs, 2 touchdowns.
Chiefs. Mark.
I as well will pick the Chiefs.
Okay.
I as well, so I'll take the Chiefs.
And I have the Jags.
What?
I really believe in the Jags. Jags are at home.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs are -4 in this game too, by the way. So everyone's going to pick the Chiefs. No real reason. The first 2 weeks, I hate picking games. I hate it because you never know what the team's going to do. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen, and it's usually a crapshoot. So I'm kind of going with my gut here, but that thing went off in my head. But I'm not mad at you guys for picking the Chiefs because they're going to be running wreck shop the whole league. Texans at Saints. What do you got on this one, Mark?
Texans at Saints. My head's saying the Texans, but I'm going to go with the Saints.
My heart.
Just something, you go with your first inclination, but I'm going to go against it.
Smythe?
Texans.
You have to take Texans, don't you?
Yeah, I really do. But I also think that Saints are at home.
Yep. That's the only reason I picked them. I picked them because they're at home.
Yeah.
They're -7.
It's the first time they're causing to see them since that fateful day.
Yep.
And the Texans are a tough team no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a lot to prove after what they did in Indianapolis last time we saw them. So I think they're going to be a solid team.
All right. You also have them winning the division, right?
Yep.
All right. Last one, Broncos at Raiders. What do you got in this one, Smythe? Broncos.
Browns haven't played.
I'm going to go with the Broncos. The whole dysfunctional team there, I'm not even picking them.
Exactly. And I'm also picking the Broncos.
It's a car crash waiting to happen.
All right, so those are our picks. Yeah, so we'll put that up on IG as well, so you guys can follow along. And we do keep track of this, Mark. So don't mess it up.
Don't mess up.
Just don't mess it up. I can't remember one last year. I didn't have the paper. I think
it was me.
I don't think it was you.
I'm gonna always think it was me.
You're nuts.
Gym stories.
Yes.
Gym stories with Mark, that guy, right?
That guy.
that guy,
Mark. The gym has been quiet the last little bit. Nothing crazy.
I
guess.
You can't open up with nothing crazy.
Well, no, not like I've seen some real foolishness. I guess the last time it wasn't really foolishness. It was kind of annoying because remember the other day. Remember me, you, and Nash and Corey went to the gym. And we had that one little kid.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, Smythe's in the room. So I'm looking at you speaking, but they don't know that. But yeah, it was that one time. It was a couple weeks ago. Corey was home for.
I hate this guy. I hate this.
Corey was home for a couple weeks, so we all went to go lift. So we're lifting. I think we're by the benches doing dumbbell press or something like that. But you keep on hearing the slamming. Looking around, it's a little kid, and he's deadlifting, but not deadlifting a lot. But he's doing one rep.
Quite a bit. It was like 3 or 4 45 plates outside.
Yeah, 315, maybe 320.
Yeah,
That's not a lot.
But no, but the thing is that he has a set. He's
I don't lift that much.
like he's walking like he has a sense of urgency and purpose.
It was so weird. He moved like a robot.
Yeah, like he had so like he almost walked like those cartoon characters that's mad. Like he's like those short strides, but like he's going and he's deadlifting, but he's literally picking it up once and then letting it drop from like the top position and then walk away like intense.
There was no pads under there, so the whole gym, all you hear is this loud slam, and everyone looked up, turned, and looked, and he would slam it down, get up, turn around like a robot, and make a beeline back to his friends because his friends were doing something else on the other side of the gym. So he would lift it once, slam it down, leave it for 5 minutes, come back, do it again. And the whole gym was like, what is he doing? Just slam, slam, slam.
And that was literally, we were there for about an hour, just over an hour. And he probably did it for about a good 45 minutes. Me being, a person of peace, like the old Mark, and both you can attest to it, the old Mark would have done something or said something to him. Because it was just like, you're not lifting a lot, or you're lifting a lot, but you're not lifting it a lot as far as rep wise. You're not doing a lot of reps.
And he does this all the time. The kid does it all the time.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. The worst thing is like a couple days later, again, he was at the gym doing the same thing.
Maybe that's his workout.
But the thing is that
He's not doing it.
I'm joking. This is serious.
my thing is being a personal trainer and just working out in the gym. My thing is, I get it. You can slam weights. It's part of the whole facade of, I'm lifting heavy weights, I'm going to drop it. But there's no benefit out of it. Like,
it's no
I
plus.
mean, if he was doing, like, say, for example, if he came in there and he did it a few times, he's like, I would get it. I would understand. Okay, you want to see how much you can do. I would totally understand it if you did it every so often. The slamming of the weights, I don't like. Put something underneath it or whatever. But every time I see this kid, he's doing the same thing. So I'm like, you're not in a competition, dude. What are you doing?
Is he jacked?
no.
Oh, he's kind of stocky.
He's like, no.
He's stocky. He's kind of
What are you talking about?
He's
He's like 5'5", if that.
Yeah. He's kind of stocky. He's
Nothing wrong with him being short. But
No.
Is he jacked?
No, he's not jacked.
Okay.
He's
like
not jacked.
ripped. He's big.
I don't know about that.
Okay, whatever.
You might be seeing another guy. But it's not the same guy. I don't know. The whole gist
Stop
of,
slamming weights.
Yeah, the whole gist of the story is like I've been to other gyms. I've worked at other gyms. I worked at gyms which is more deemed a lifter's gym. So
right.
Power lifters, stuff like that. Even there, they have signs about slamming the weights because your main benefit is control.
Yeah.
Like if you want to have strength, it's putting back down the weight, control, not just dropping it from 3 feet in the air and walking away. Like you're not powerlifting, you're not an Olympic lifter, you're not training anything. Like you're a regular guy, and that's it. So it's like when I work at like a common gym or a big box gym, it's like you're not like you're garnering attention, but it's like you're just an annoyance, right? Like I can't even I can hear it through my headphones.
That's true.
So if I can hear it through my headphones, it becomes an issue.
Wow.
But
I have a gym story.
Oh, you have a?
I'll have a gym story.
Oh, jeez, is this a good one?
Well,
we'll judge. We'll judge.
Jesus.
It was kind of weird.
Now, do you have any gym stories there, Smythe?
I do.
You have one.
Well, I have a gym story about Smythe.
I have a gym story. I went to the gym.
It's a great story.
There was a girl that it's a weird story because I don't know what happened. So there was a girl working in a gym, fairly attractive girl, and you know how I can tell she was attractive? All the old men were like circling like a vulture. Do you ever see those old men in the gym that just find their way to exercise by the attractive
like
girls?
hyenas, man. They're like hyenas.
And they're just, you look at them, you're like, you're kind of lingering on her a little bit too much. And, he's doing little exercises like, look, me, I can lift weights. I'm like, it's kind of creepy, dude. It's really creepy, dude. Anyway, she had one outfit on. She worked out for a bit. She talked to somebody, left, changed her outfit, and came back.
What do you mean, like change like
the whole
tights?
thing? The whole thing.
Was it an award show?
I don't know. She wasn't filming anything.
Is she a trainer or she?
No. She was just working out. I said the story to her. It's like, are you sure someone was videotaping? No. So literally, she had was it brown? Whatever, it doesn't matter. She had on a brown uniform, top and bottom, and she came back in a purple one. The exact same thing.
And kept working out?
And kept working out.
No, but okay. When you say working out, is she like,
she was working out. She's really working out. No, I see her a lot. She actually is working out. She's not just, I know what you mean when you say that. But she was actually working out.
Did you ask her?
No, I wanted to, but I don't like talking to girls there because it gives off that impression that, oh, you want to talk to them. I don't like talking to them. Actually, I don't talk to anybody in the gym, really.
I don't use my words when I'm in the gym.
I wanted to. I wanted why did you change?
Hey, what are you doing?
It was just a weird thing. I couldn't, when I repeat this story, everyone's like, was she doing this? I'm like, no, I didn't see anything. Was she doing that? I'm like, no, I don't know. It's just a weird story. I've never seen that before, which made me think.
Which water on it, something.
I don't know. Which made me want to think, maybe I should bring more outfits to the gym.
Maybe you should change.
Maybe you should change it.
The half hour in one, and then switch over. Cardio in one outfit, and then.
I don't know. I can attest to that. I'll change a shirt if I do cardio. I'll change my shirt and put another shirt. I hate people that just wear the one.
The sweaty one?
They'll do like a half hour of cardio, be drenched, and then just go work out afterwards.
That's me.
I'm like, you have no bra-topsy whatsoever.
That's what state is just on that.
But the worst thing on top is I see guys like that. Even today I was at the gym before I came here. One guy was sweating. This guy proceeded to work out. This guy now is sitting on machines. This one guy actually did exercises and then literally got up and left. Didn't wipe it down.
Oh, that's nasty. See, I'll wipe it down.
Like those are the kind of things I'm like, you have no bra-topsy whatsoever. Like, how do you do that? That's like people like that pee in the toilet seat and then walk away.
Walk away.
Like, you don't do it. Like, it's just not right.
You don't do it.
And like, it gives me the impression like, what do you do at home then? Like, you
wipe your seat.
They don't wipe it. Just go right sit right back on their chair and watch TV.
Like, I don't understand it. Like, it bothers me. I want to know what goes through your head.
They think it's not my job. I don't live here, so whatever.
Or they don't just wipe after themselves.
or that. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that.
So
they don't wipe.
There's too many what ifs on that.
Yeah.
Too many what ifs.
Wow.
Oh God.
All right, so we're gonna end the podcast on that.
We're gonna go now.
Yeah, we're gonna go now. We've been here quite a long time.
Yeah, man, it's been a good start.
So good start to season 3.
Yep.
Yeah, season 3 going strong.
I'm looking forward to this season.
Yeah,
because we got a lot going on. Well, obviously we start off with the NFL. Once NBA gets going, are we touching on hockey a lot this year or no?
Yeah, man.
Not a lot.
Yes.
Not a lot because these guys don't watch hockey.
I watch hockey.
I used to watch a lot.
Yeah.
I might start watching some.
Start watching.
Depends on my schedule.
All right. We're out of here.
All right. We're out. All right. See you guys.